be starting that now. Quick
Is
recap of...
Alakan... Sorry.
What's that?
Is Alakan... Did he quit, or
No.
he's just missing a lot? Okay.
But yeah, I think he's actually missed more session than he's played though, to be honest. But yeah, you guys are like always sort of down one or two people, so I was thinking of just getting an extra player to fill in that gap. So last session you guys had made your way into the Sanguine Badlands looking for a nomad named Madtrax, and you found him, and he requested that you extract this bone marrow from an ancient creature as he needs it for one of his spells or for some sort of arcane purposes. So you guys made your way to this giant skeleton that looks like it was for some sort of godly beast, and you also learned that it was also the lair of a blue dragon named Helix. And of course a fight ensued with the blue dragon, and as you'd weaken the blue dragon, it managed to escape using the dust cloud as cover, but left very badly injured. And you guys were able to get the bone marrow as the blue dragon swore vengeance on you all. You quickly used the desert crawler to head back to Madtrax, and when you got there, Madtrax was nowhere to be seen. You guys heard a voice in your head asking you what your desires are, what you desire the most above all else. And that's when it became apparent that Madtrax was nowhere to be seen, and this disembodied voice showed itself. A terrifying looking creature that seems to come out of nowhere, just telling you that it's going to devour you all in a very evil, chaotic sort of manner, without being really provoked at all. And we ended the session with this thing appearing. So we're going to start today's session in combat. The creature
spent all this time planning to ram it, but we're not on the buggy.
It might be a problem as well because this thing is it's not flying, but it does swoop down from the air at the moment.
Floating.
It's not floating. It seems to just sort of jump almost. It sort of jumps down from the sand. It looks truly horrific. And when it lands on the sand, it just sort of shifts itself around and buries its underside under the sand. Has these long whipping tentacles and with sharp spikes. And you just see this disgusting maw with sharp rending teeth. And it really just seems to come out of nowhere when it appears. But it rests in the sand at the moment. So let's do this. Rin, you're up first.
So first question, I can't remember, is the sand difficult terrain?
The sand is not difficult terrain, no.
Okay. I'm not sure if I can get to it regardless.
I'm not seeing...
I can get to it. I'll run up to it. And I'm going to...
There it is.
I'm going to bonus action Vow of Enmity.
Alright, Vow of Enmity goes on.
And hopefully this thing is fiendish in some way as I bring the Mace of Disruption against it with advantage.
20 is a hit. It does try to move out of the way, but you find a soft spot on its underside, and you don't see any magical effect from the Mace of Disruption appear on the head of the mace, but you do clip it for 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay. I've used pretty much all my movement, bonus action, and that's my turn.
All right. At the end of your turn, it's going to take a legendary action, and
Oh fuck.
it's going to vanish, and it becomes invisible.
That's not good.
Completely disappears. Jin.
I am
Someone has
going-
that lantern.
I do.
I don't know if that helps in this case, but
Let's see.
I'm going to bonus action Blade Song. And then as my action, I'm going to ready a Toll the Dead in case he decides to become visible again.
Okay. Nathan.
I'm gonna equip the lantern and turn it on. I don't know if I can
Alrighty.
do that in one turn or not.
I don't think it takes an action. I'll double check though. The Lantern of Revealing. Yep, it doesn't take an action. You can just do that with an interactive object.
Nice.
It's already like
Okay.
pre-oiled. You just quickly spark it, and with the light from the lantern shining over the creature, it's revealed.
Okay, so it's still in the same place.
Yep, hasn't
And-
moved.
I still can I still use my action then?
Yeah.
In that case, I'm gonna target it with Toll the Dead.
All right, and Jin, your reaction can go off now too. All right, it makes a Wisdom save, and it succeeds.
Succeeds one of them. Does he
And
have to roll it twice?
oh yeah, I just see it now. All right, it succeeds against yours, Math Van, and then it makes another Wisdom save, and it takes a use a legendary action to succeed that one. A legendary resistance, sorry.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
Takes 0 damage.
Resist those cantrips, buddy.
I am going to step over here. I don't know if he has some kind of AoE.
hopefully not.
All right, the desert crawler is unable to do anything, and the Bolhanoth is going to teleport,
Oh, no.
and it disappears, reappears. Let me just see. Gonna reappear over here, away from the light and turning invisible again. Does that as a legendary action. Tarkin.
all right.
Alright, sorry, wait. It goes one more square. And make sure it's out of your reach, Tarkin.
Okay. I don't know if I have a. Trying to see if I have any kind of ranged weapon. I don't recall. It's so unusual that he gets a chance. I think I threw away my hand axes and never was able to recover them. And yeah, so I don't have anything I can do. So what Tarkan will do then is he's going to move. All right, and then just right the. Actually, he's gonna dodge,
Okay.
or just me. Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's his turn.
In which direction is my lantern pointing?
It's a
This is-
30-foot radius around you. And if that's the end of your turn, Tarkin, please hit the end of turn button.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oric.
Okay.
got a disadvantage where I last saw it with firebolt.
Okay. It's a mess.
13
You see the sand being kicked up around it in a little wild storm. The firebolt rips through the sand and disperses in the wind.
I'm gonna use one of my first level spell slots. I'm gonna burn it for a and that's it.
For what, sorry?
Sorcery point.
Okay. Alright. It's the Balhanoth's turn. And it speaks to you all telepathically again. Foolish creatures. You have come here only to find your own death. I will show you horror like you've never experienced. Using your desires. And Tarkin, make a wisdom save.
Perfect.
At least it's not intelligence.
Something happens, Tarkin, and you're not sure what it is. But you see the sand dunes around you twisting and warping. Woo, woo, woo. And all of a sudden, you're no longer standing where you are. You're standing over here.
Perfect.
That's awesome.
And then the Balanoth creeps forward, using its tentacles to drag itself through the sand. You can hear it coming close to you, Jin, and you see a swathe in the sand as dust is kicked into the air. It moves 15 feet closer to you, and it reaches out with its tentacles at advantage. It hits for 26. The tentacle wraps around you, crushing you for 12 bludgeoning damage. And it drags you in closer. While you're grappled this way, you are restrained. And the Balanoth drags you another 5 feet back. And it crushes you, tries to crush you with that tentacle, squeezing with all its might. 21 hits, 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And as it squeezes, it picks you up and it tries to take a bite out of you. 24, it hits with 20 piercing damage.
Oh.
40-10, that's a lot.
Balanoth ends its turn there.
I would too.
Rain.
Well, I've done the maximum amount of damage. Shit. I can't even get over there.
Dart of death.
The dart of death, it got destroyed by the dragon because he's an asshole. But I will.
The Balanoth, sorry, it also does become visible after that first
okay.
tentacle attack.
So that's 30 feet. I will. Man, I really need that second level of monk. I'm going to pull out one of my darts and chunk it at it. See if I can hit it in the mouth. This will be at advantage.
It hits. And
Damage.
the dart seeks its target, stabbing into the Balanoth for 8 piercing damage.
Woohoo!
It's not resistant?
Nope. There's this quivering black blood that seems to sort of flow through the air that seeps out of the Balanoth, and then it seems the blood seems to sort of disperse into a different reality.
Interesting. That's my turn. I don't
All
have
right,
effect.
the Balanoth will vanish again as a legendary action, and he turns invisible. You see Jin's unconscious body drop onto the ground.
Phew.
All right, Bryn. Oh, sorry, Math fan. No. Let me just check. I think it's going to be Tarkin. Nope,
Poor
can't be
Tarkin.
Tarkin.
Tarkin's way out there.
Can't even see him.
It's going to be Rin. Make a wisdom save.
Ah.
Ugh.
Yeah, nothing happens right now.
That's never a good, that's never a good sign.
Jin, give me a death save. It's very, very early death save for today's session. At the end of your turn, the Balanoth is going to teleport. And he teleports away.
Of course he does.
30 here. Dash. 20 more here. How much do I need to get into a vehicle?
It costs you 15 feet of movement, half your movement
So
speed.
So I cannot do it. But I'm gonna stand. That's my bonus action. Let's see. Bonus action, healing word on Jen. At level 1. 6.
Alright, Jin, you open your eyes to feel yourself quite injured, but no longer grappled by the Balanoth. Its hand is just trailing over you. At the end of your turn, Mathfan, the Balanoth isn't going to do any legendary actions. And the Desert Crawler can't take any actions either. Tarkin.
Alright, he's gonna crawl his way back to the group. 5, 10, 15.
As you move there, you provoke an opportunity attack.
Oh,
The Balanoth attacks you at advantage because it's invisible. The tentacle comes for you. And it grabs you. It grabs you when you get to this square. And when it grabs you, it quickly wraps its tentacle around you, crushing you for 9 bludgeoning damage. You become grappled and restrained. And the Balanoth becomes visible.
so can I, since I was moving, I didn't use any actions, can I actually attack it now?
You can attack it, but you are 10 feet away from it.
I know I'm at disadvantage, but can I attack the tentacle?
No. Tentacle cannot be attacked.
I mean, do I know where, given that there's a tentacle on me and it's, do I know which direction it is so I can move close enough? Or I can't move to it?
Can you not? Oh wait, you should have a bit more sight than that, Tarkin.
Yeah, I don't have any sight really. I mean, I can see.
I don't know why the vision's messed up.
I just assumed it was nighttime or something like that.
And we're supposed to see out to what, 90 feet?
Yeah.
Like that.
So take a look here.
Okay, so yeah, that's dim, but I see. Alright, well then I'll use an action, I guess. So I can't attack it because it's too far away, right? So then I will attempt to break the grapple. What is that? It's just a strength attack? Strength?
It is a athletics or acrobatics check.
I'll use athletics.
13 is not enough. You try to pull the tentacle off and it just grips tighter.
And so do I get another action, another try because I have 2 actions, or is that just 2 attacks? I don't know how this works.
It's an action to do that.
But I don't
Try
know.
and
Do I
break the
get 2?
grapple. You only get 1
Do I get
action per turn.
I only get 1 action. All right.
Yeah. Unless you use
All right,
action
then
surge.
Oh, actually, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll do action surge and try again. Athletics, right?
Yeah. 25 will do it. You grab the tentacle, you unbind it from your waist and arms, and you throw the tentacle off. You're no longer grappled.
Alright, and then I'm going to move next to it, and I'm going to use my bonus action to attack it.
How are you using your bonus action to attack?
I was just going to slash at it with the longsword.
That's an action to attack.
Oh, so I can't use... Alright, so I guess that's it for me then.
Yeah, the only way you get to use 2-weapon fighting is if you take the attack action.
Okay. Okay, then I'm actually going to just keep on moving. Do we know how many feet I had already moved?
I think... I'm not sure. I think it's like
I probably moved
15.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll go... my movement is probably 30. Yeah. Alright, so I'm just going to move 5, 10, 15 more feet then. Alright, so... And then I do have a bonus action, right? Still?
Yeah, if something gives you a bonus action, then you've got one.
So I'm thinking of trying to do a rally if I'm in range. So this is what I want to do. Someone that I can see. All right, so if they can see or hear me. So I'm gonna rally Jin. This is just a. We have to give him up to a D8 of temporary hit points. All right, Jin, I tried. You get one extra temporary hit point.
What's your charisma modifier?
It's 0.
Thank you.
I would take that one back if I did it over again. Didn't realize how not useful it would really be. But okay, and that's my turn. I'm looking for the end.
At the end of your turn, the Balanoth is going to use a legendary action, and you will turn invisible again, vanishing from sight.
Jesus. This thing has more legendary actions than anything I've ever seen.
So you haven't seen anything with legendary actions because it's only been doing 3 per turn.
Yeah, legendary
round.
actions are per round. They reset at the end of the round.
Oh, really?
Yes,
Yeah.
it's like an extra action that.
Well, I will eat a first level slot. Sorcery points to 5. Action, I will blindly cast Firebolt in the direction it disappeared.
It's a miss.
Yeah, you either really miss it or really hit it. One.
The firebolt comes out like a very powerful, and you just aim blindly into this small sandstorm that's being kicked up here. But the firebolt cuts straight through it and misses.
A really good roll too.
All right.
Would have been a good one.
In fact, the Balanoth's only actually been using 2 legendary actions every turn. All right, it is going to speak again, telepathically. You have come to find what you seek, but I am what you seek, and your death is what I seek. I will make it what you desire. And it drags itself along the ground, moving 15 feet. You cannot escape me! And it reaches out to Tarkin with its tentacle, attacking at advantage. Whoosh. 15. It's a miss. And
Alright, I'm gonna riposte that.
10 feet away from you.
Oh, alright.
Alright, when it uses that tentacle attack, it becomes visible. And you see this horrific creature very close to you. It has no eyes. And this disembodied voice doesn't seem to come from its mouth. Its mouth just drips with saliva. Its sharp teeth clenched together. And it almost smiles at you in a sickening way. And it only has 2 tentacles out of the sand and 2 tentacles in the sand. It uses its second tentacle on you, Tarkin. 13 misses as you dive out of the way. And just as you think the barrage of attacks is over, the 2 tentacles from underneath the sand, they burst out right next to you. And it makes 2 more attacks.
Wow.
Second attack, it hits. The tentacle catches you by surprise, Tarkin, wraps around you, and crushes you for 10 bludgeoning damage. The Balanoff then drags you closer to it, and as that's happening, it clenches that tentacle and makes a 4th attack. 23. It hits for another 6 bludgeoning damage as it crushes you.
You barely hurt this thing.
Ends its turn
I know.
there. Rin.
Alright, I got it tied up.
That's a good way to look at it.
Good job, Tarkin. And I'll roll another
Tarkin
card
tries
at
to
it.
make it look like he's grappling it.
I'll throw another dart at advantage.
An 18 is a hit. Another 7 piercing damage. You sort of throw it near where its mouth is, and more of this black blood trails away.
The darts have done so much more damage than anything else.
I'm tempted to use a hunter's mark here, but if it hits me, like my con saves are garbage. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off. That's my turn. I've moved my full 30.
Alright, at the end of your turn, the Balanoff chuckles in your head. Watch me devour your friend. And as a legendary action, it's gonna bite Tarkin.
Oh,
Oh, Jesus.
Alright.
That's gotta hurt. Alright, it bites you for 46 piercing damage, Tarkin.
So that's it for me.
are you dead or just?
So I have 15 health plus, and then I'm 49, so no. I don't think I'm dead if I end up.
It didn't auto kill you.
Never been in this situation before, so I don't think I'm dead.
It only automatically kills you if it succeeds your max hit points after it takes all your health away.
Okay,
So it would have
that
had to
did
have
not
been like 64 points to kill you outright.
Alright.
Okay, now
That changes things.
let's take a look here. Jin, make a wisdom save.
We're
This
doing so well with these.
same sort of vertigo happens to you, Jin, and you see the sand dunes sort of ripple around you, and you seem to just be for a second lost in your own world. And when you look around, you find yourself over here, 60 feet away from where you were,
Alrighty then.
and you're up.
I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna blade song again. I'm gonna dodge. I'm gonna walk 15 feet. That's literally all 3 of my things.
Okay.
Okay,
Dodge
I'm gonna
out.
get
Before
into
your
a-
turn, Math Fan, Balanoff's gonna take a legendary action. And you're gonna get a surprise visitor. It teleports
Oh, this bastard.
right next to you, 10 feet away from you. Going somewhere?
Oh, shit.
Is this what you desire? This vessel?
Okay, I know what he's trying to do. So, do I go now? Is he done?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna disengage because I know what he's trying to do. He's trying to grapple me, and I'm gonna get into the desert crawler.
Okay.
And when do I move with the desert crawler? Do I have to end my turn to do that, or is it part of my turn?
Do the movement for the desert crawler. You do it on the desert crawler's turn.
So I will have to end my turn. Right.
Yeah.
And can I hold bonus action?
No. Can't ready bonus actions.
Well, I already used my action, which was the disengage, and I move into a desert crawler. So I guess that's it.
Alright, the Balhanoth vanishes again and turns invisible as a legendary action.
But I can see it because I have the lantern.
Lantern?
Yes.
Yeah.
The lantern does illuminate it. It does try to fight the light, and you see it start to vanish, but then the lantern grows bright and it illuminates the Balhanoth. And now it's the desert crawler's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna ram it. Move over here.
Alright, you just put your foot on that accelerator, kicks up some sand, and spikes first. You ram it into the Balhanoth. The Balhanoth sort of just screeches, "What is that sound?" And make a constitution save for the desert crawler. Alright, the desert crawler sticks straight into the Balhanoth and gets stuck there. And the Balhanoth takes a direct hit from the desert crawler's ram.
Nice.
29!
Stabs into it for 29 piercing damage.
Good damage.
But it's stuck. I cannot keep moving, right?
Yeah. Your movement 0 for the rest of this turn in the desert crawler. I'll just move you up as well. Yeah. I think you're actually in this square, Math Van.
Yeah, I cannot move it anymore. It's underneath the desert crawler now.
Yeah, that's right. There's still this glitch with the token. There we go.
Yeah.
I think I can.
So that's his turn.
I think I can fix that actually. There we go. All right, Tarkin, you need to make a death save. That is a failure.
Not good.
The Balhanoth at the end of your turn will teleport away from that desert crawler.
That's a good thing.
Is going to teleport away from the lantern. And it appears here. You see a big cloud of dust kicked up as it teleports into this position. Auric. There's like a streamer of black blood as well, just trailing away from where it teleports away from the desert crawler's spikes.
Okay, I am going to quicken magic missile.
Alrighty, magic missile doesn't require sight, right?
Let me see.
I think it might.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to be able to see it for magic
Yeah, I
missile.
gotta be able to see it. Oh. Say he turned invisible again. You just said he teleported.
No, he turned invisible.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
he never wasn't invisible. It's just he was illuminated by the lantern. Yeah, he's still invisible.
Does he lose his
Well, then-
invisibility when he gets hit?
No, he doesn't. He didn't lose his invisibility when he got hit.
So I guess a blind shot again.
You got this.
The firebolt misses, and see it disappear beyond the cloud of sand.
Oh man. It's his turn.
I wish I could heal.
Having trouble seeing me? Let me help you. And it attacks Rin with a tentacle.
I'd say that's a hit.
Alright, it hits you for 11 bludgeoning damage, and it becomes visible when this happens. And you
Oh, I
become
can't see you now. Thank you.
grappled and restrained. You're not meant to thank me! And then it drags you in 5 feet as part of its tentacle attack. It lifts you up into the air. Come here, tasty. And
He hits me. That puts me down.
chomps you for 33 piercing damage.
And that's a good roll on the 4d10. Shit. Oh well.
And it's going to, holding you, Rin, it's going to move over here. You see it using its tentacles to drag itself along the sand as one of its rear tentacles still pins Rin to the ground. Ends its turn. There. Righty, Rin. You know what to do.
Yeah. I'm getting pretty good at. I was hoping I was getting pretty good at those, but I'm still pretty shit at them.
Failure.
I think I've died more than anybody here. That's it.
Alright, Jin. Let me see your distance here. Auric, it's gonna be you. Make a wisdom save.
That's about right.
Alright, the Balanoth vanishes. Turns invisible. But only for you, Auric.
Oh. That's it.
Well, that's about right.
Jin.
Pretty far away there, buddy. I cast Shadow Blade at level 3.
Taking out the big guns, I see.
Yep. And I'm just gonna chuck it at him at disadvantage. But he looks like he's in dim or dark light.
Yeah, all of the area here is illuminated in bright light. It's just there is sand obscuring your vision.
Oh, so it's not dim or dark light?
No.
Crap. Well, then I'm gonna take the dodge action and try to get up behind him. And that's my.
At the end of your turn, the Balanoth is going to teleport. Right over here.
Okay, so he dropped me.
Yeah, he lets... nope, you go with him.
Ah. That's
When
not
he
what I-
teleports, he can take his creature with him. Takes his dinner with him.
Ah. That's no good.
Mathan.
Okay. I still see them, all of them, right?
Yeah, everyone here should be able to see.
Okay. Bonus action, mass healing word on everybody, because I can see everybody. Everyone healed by 9.
Excellent. I wake up, have a big bite mark out of me. Just, oh, that's not good.
Does the wound sort of seals up before you see too much of that
You too,
gruesome
Tarkin.
injury?
Oh, awesome. All right, cool. So I have 9.
It's everyone. Everyone gets 9 hit points. So that's my bonus action. Let's see what my action be. Can I dodge and drive the thing at the same time?
Yeah, you can dodge. Yeah, you can dodge as your action.
As my action, I'm gonna dodge and keep driving the desert crawler.
Yeah.
So like get down a little bit.
Yeah, you're
Can't
just
speed out.
yeah, you're just sort of laying low, get ready to move out of the way if something comes towards you, or duck. Devote your energy into avoiding any attacks.
All right. So what's the speed of the how much movement does this desert crawler have?
Well, first end your turn.
Okay.
The desert crawler has its own turn.
Yeah.
It has 45 feet in sand dunes. And it can
45 feet. Oh shit.
yeah, it can move and take 190-degree turn.
Oh man, 45 feet. And it does not have the dash action.
No, it can't dash.
Well, in that
And
case-
you would also run over Jin and Rin if you try to ram the Balanov.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm trying to avoid as well. You know what? I'm not gonna get that close to him because he's gonna teleport ways. So let me go back here. I'm just gonna stand kind of like in the middle. Oh, sorry. I'm going around Auric. I'm not trying to hit him.
Yeah. It's a good call.
Yeah. That's gonna. So if anybody wants to get in, this is your chance. If you can, remember that he has reach and he can grapple you. And tell that to a group, and I end the turn for the desert crawler.
Alright, at the end of your turn, oh no, this would have been at the end of your turn, Math Fan. He turns invisible to everyone now. He can't take a legendary action at the end of the desert crawler's turn.
Yeah, but remember the lantern is shining on him.
What distance is he? Oh, it is. It is indeed. Arkin, you're up.
Put the lantern on the hood of the desert crawler.
So Tarkan can't even get onto the desert crawler at this point. 'Cause he...
You can. You'd need to use a dash action, but you should have just enough to jump in.
Oh, that's right. So I could dash to it. I'm wondering, are there any rocks on the ground? Like, could I run and try to pick up a rock, like heavy enough that I could be an improvised weapon?
I'd say a rock. Yeah, you could throw a rock at it. It would be at disadvantage from that distance.
But remember that a dash is an action too.
No, I understand. Yeah. So no, what I'm thinking is that I would. It's probably not worth it. All right, I'm going to just dash and get onto the desert crawler.
Okay.
This is really useful, but
You'll get to that square. That'll be a full 60 feet.
that's 60 feet. I thought that was more like 35. Wasn't I here?
15 feet to stand up, 15 feet to get in, 30 feet of movement.
Okay. All right, and I guess that's really going to be everything I can do, right? There's no. Oh, I have a bonus action. Can I do a bonus action?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to do another rally on who's this right here? This is
Rin.
Rin. All right. I'll do a rally on Rin. Let's see if I can do better than one. Ha! Unbelievable. Oh wait, did I already do Ren actually?
No, you did me.
No,
Okay.
it was Jin.
All right, good.
Very
All right.
similar sounding names.
All right, and that's my turn. All right, you got one temporary hit point, man.
Sweet.
The Balanoff is
Please.
going to teleport out of the bright light and turn invisible with a legendary action. Auric.
Is Ren grapple or is he?
Yeah,
He is. He's grappled still.
that's why it only
I
moved
have
that far.
would be if I got 10 to get there.
Yep. If you get in the desert crawler, it'll cost you 25 feet of movement.
Okay, for the action, I'm gonna point. Well, I'm gonna point where I'm guessing it is. The ballista.
Alrighty, you aim the ballista.
And I don't think I can fire it, but
Not this turn, no.
and as my bonus action, I'm gonna convert a sorcery points to 1/3 level slot,
Okay.
and that's unfortunately gonna end my turn.
Here
The
we go.
Balanoff. It tilts its head around. What is that noise? What is that you're doing there? It is futile. And at this stage you realize it's as blind as a bat. Whatever you're doing, it is useless. Now watch as I devour your friends. Those of you that have inflicted injuries upon my form shall be blessed and gifted by being made my slaves.
I would rather
There we
not.
go again.
And it comes in with an invisible, a visible tentacle, this is gonna have to be. The lantern illuminates it, makes it visible, and it attacks Jin at disadvantage, trying to grab him. An 18 misses as you dance out of the way.
Just sweating. A little pee coming out.
As that one comes at you, another one bursts out of the sand behind you and comes for you, Jin. You jump forward as it shoots vertically up next to you, and another one comes at you, Jin. This one,
Aw.
you're not
This one,
quick
what?
enough. Alright, it sort of grabs onto the shield and crushes, and then it retracts the tentacle thinking it's got you, but instead it just retracts nothing. And it's going to curse you. Gosh, stay still! Another one. And a 10 misses. The Balanoff is going to go back out of the light. It doesn't go invisible again, and it drags you a little bit with it, Rin. And ends its turn there.
Man, and it stays just up. Man, fuck this thing.
It holds you away from it, like pinning you to the ground.
I'll take out another dart. Would it still be? Would I still have the Vow of Enmity on it, even though I went unconscious?
I think so. Unless it says it goes away if you're incapacitated or something.
You gain advantage on attack rolls against a creature for 1 minute, or until it drops to 0 hit points or falls unconscious.
So yeah, you
Okay.
you sort of get your face out of the sand, just still vowing to dismember it.
Destroy this thing. And I'm gonna throw another dart at it just a regular throw because of the canceling out. Aha!
It's a crit.
Wow.
Think you can stay away from me?
So this is the dart of death you've been talking about.
Oh, I would have. I shouldn't have had the divine smite on that.
Alright, you still get it good for 10 piercing damage, and it writhes It's another streamer of black blood spews out into the desert sand.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't do Hunter's Mark, because I would have wasted a spell slot there. Yeah, that's, I don't really have a bonus action, that's it.
This is your famous dart. I bet you admire it. I bet you desire it. Well, let me bring you closer to it so you can get a better look. And it, doesn't do anything. Yet. Rin, make a wisdom save.
Oh no. Shit.
Alright, when this
Save.
happens, as he speaks, it's like his words are folding into your mind, and you experience this strange vertigo, and you appear here next to the Balanoth.
Uh-oh.
Jin.
Ta! You're invisible! Ta! Eat shit!
That hits.
Threw it up. Oh, a 3rd level blade too. Nice.
Slashing into it, rah! It roars and spits out blood as it takes 19 psychic damage.
That was
Bonus
great.
action, zoop, right back in my hand, and I jump in the fucking death machine.
Alright, at the end of your turn, Jin, the Balanoth screeches, "Now! This cannot be. You have caused me minor injuries only." And
I don't know,
it,
they look pretty bad to me.
you see nothing! It vanishes. Matt Fan.
Oh,
Ram it.
wait.
Oh, it's
You
gonna be on
can't
the
run
desert crawler's turn.
You can fire the ballista, it's been aimed.
Yeah, but is it gonna be a disadvantage?
It would be, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action to
Oh, you
fire the ballista.
you can move though in the desert crawler and get closer because you're the one holding the lantern.
You can
Oh,
just
okay.
move right here and then fire it.
All right, you just like hit the gas and spin the wheel, kick up some sand, and you sort of drift sideways towards it, holding up the lantern. The light shines over it and it reveals it.
Okay. And
Haha,
as my
you
action
cannot
now-
see me and my minor injuries.
I think we can, actually.
Gonna fire
Impossible.
I tried to fire the ballista.
You hit the trigger on the ballista. The arrow narrowly misses it, digging into the sand.
Just digs into the sand right by
Dude.
Rin. Just like, oh, that was close.
Well, that's my turn.
Alright, the Balanoth is gonna pick up Rin. No use lying to me. You cannot see me. I decide what you see. And it takes a bite out of you, Rin, or attempts to.
Probably. Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I go back down.
Bites you for 29 piercing damage. Ends its turn there. And becomes visible.
Yes.
On the. How many actions do you have with this many people in it?
It takes 2 actions.
Just got. So you could
Oh,
drive it
takes
into
two.
it. Yeah, you
Okay,
can drive it
so-
and then shoot twice.
All right, so shoot twice. I'm gonna do that.
Oh wait. If it has, yeah, it's got 4 people in it, so it can take 2 actions.
Okay, so shoot twice.
Or
Gonna
ramp
fire
it.
It's visible right now.
It's visible.
Oh, that hurt.
You get a direct hit. It like devastates the Balanoth, sticking into it, like pinning it to the ground. Blood sprays out. You hear the Balanoth sort of make this strange shriek. Its tentacles flail in the air. Direct hit for 24 piercing damage.
Now fire again.
Oh, I wish Rin was awake to talk
Yes!
shit.
Oh.
Another direct hit. This one just is straight into its head. And it just falls limp on the ground, dead.
Oh my god. Thank God.
Awesome. And then I'm gonna drive right next to Dream. So, who's the paladin? Is that Ren?
You can't drive
Yeah.
next to Rin.
No.
Suddenly, the second the Balanoff dies, you guys experience this vertigo again. And
His brother comes.
everything around you starts to go wavy, like you're looking at a mirage. You see the sand dunes rippling like waves, and sand just start to flutter around you. You feel the desert crawler vanish, and you all fall slowly, but you're floating, and then everything goes black.
We're in the Matrix, guys.
Make a death save.
Oh, man.
That was
Desert
really fun.
crawler for the win.
That's a fun
For
fight.
real.
I didn't do a single thing that whole fight.
Well, I held it in
Oh.
place briefly.
Oh my
You
God,
find
will I get my
yourselves-
darts back?
You'll never get that dart back. You you check. Rin, you're stable.
Okay, good.
Alright, you guys go through this strange vertigo, and then you look around yourselves, and you're sitting in the desert crawler at the doldrums at Dry Town. Meestigan is standing next to you. You have done excellent. Congratulations. You have passed your second cloister.
Oh no.
Whoa. Hold
How
on.
many are there?
Was this real? Was this all a test? Was it in our minds?
Ren's still unconscious, by the way.
I look at the loot that we got from the blue dragon, see if it's still there.
It is.
Huh.
What just happened? Explain yourself, Master Yen.
It was realish.
You had ended your own mind. Everything you experienced was very real. A product of your imaginations and what you desire the most. You
Who
are at a
the hell-
very real risk of death.
How do you explain this money? And I pull out all the blue dragon money from somebody else's pack.
The device that you've set in, it creates realities from the mere thoughts of humanoids. This is what you imagined, and this is what has become real by pure thought alone. I observed you as you waded through the deserts. You fought the harsh environments of heat, sand. You faced a mighty blue dragon and your own desires. Come down. You are ready for your final test.
Oh.
Like we're ready yet. By the way, which one of you sick bastards thought of that last thing we fought? Nation, what the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, the Balanoff? Oh no. That was the fuel that powered this machine. And through its power, you have now what you desire. Check your friend Rin's pocket.
He looks unconscious. I check his pocket.
And in his pocket, he has the Gith capacitor. Capacitor.
Oh,
That wasn't what I was thinking about, but
What
good
does he
enough.
do again?
Oh. This is for you to learn. This.
As a rule, capacitors are used to hold charge temporarily, and they can also even out the pull of electric charge into a circuit.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at level 2 on Bryn, and that's 15 hit points back.
The purpose of the gift capacitor will become apparent. All in due time. But it defines your destiny. For the choices you have made.
I'm gonna stick my head out of the crawler. If none of this was real, I really need my darts back, please.
You find all your darts still in your pocket.
Yay! Which I only had 8 because like there was 2 of them that I lost when we were fighting in the palace or castle. But thank goodness.
You must
what
be
is it?
injured from that experience.
I look at myself, then to Tarkan, then to Jin. Yes, a little bit.
We did take some. We took a little bit of damage in that fight.
You shall be thankful. For what lies in the true now make a desert is much more terrible than what you experienced.
oh, excellent.
But that is not where you must go now. You must leave this place. This is not where your fates have brought you. This is merely a stepping stone, a waypoint. You must return to the city of Tunarath. Fate will guide you. You may
A little
rest.
cryptic.
Recover your energy. You'll need every ounce of it for the journey ahead.
I'm sure.
Come now. Rest your heads.
So you don't have to tell Ren twice. Ren will find a tent and go to sleep.
Yeah, same.
Before you guys go to sleep, Maestian points to this cave cut into the cliff face. This is where you must go next, as he points towards the cave. The Nalmaker Mines.
What we will find inside.
You'll find your destiny. What else do you think I was going to say?
I know, that was you set that up.
Hopefully something less vague and cryptic, but, you know, par for the course, I guess. Ren is secretly jealous that he is not able to be so vague and cryptic because he's not smart enough to really know how to do that. He's very blunt.
Alright, you guys rest and recover. Everyone take a long rest.
Fantastic.
Nice.
How much experience did we get from that?
14,
So
40.
close. So
The new
close.
total's 13,590.
Are you guys really close to leveling?
What's the...
We are 410
Okay.
points away.
Alright, level up to level 7 then. You guys get an extra 410 points.
Level 7? Level 6. We skip
go
level?
6.
Oh wait, are you guys in level 5? Gee,
Yeah.
then you level up
Yeah.
level 6.
No wonder why
Okay.
I'm dying.
Seb's like, oh, I thought you. Oh, okay. That makes much more sense. All right, I'll get an extra attack now.
Yeah, me too. Hey, can I have that sword?
Totally have that sword back. Yeah, take it. It's yours.
Thank you. No. No,
I'll give you guys compendium access for the character mancer. If anyone's using it. So you have all the player's handbook and Xanathar guide stuff.
Okay. I'm not gonna do this with the...
Spells. What are the material components for Fine Steed, Seb?
I don't think they have any. I think it's just like...
Ooh, guess
think-
who's getting a horse?
Let me see.
Real soon.
Yeah, they don't even have material components. It's just verbal and somatic.
Sweet. All right.
Never...
That's all I'm doing.
Okay. I am going to forget Chromatic Orb to pick up Fireball. Favorite spell in the whole universe? Blink.
Blink.
That one is so fun.
You must guard the gift capacitor with your life and all of your power. Macy and collects you guys in the morning. Time for you to leave this place. You have done well. What you seek lies within the Nailmaker minds. Alright, when you guys are ready and leveled up, just move your token over into the cave to the east there. We know everyone's ready to go.
I'll do the Fine Steed stuff later. Horse is not going to be super useful in a cave. All right.
So this is a tough one because my original plan was to increase my strength to 18, but now I have this belt, so like it would be superfluous. But if I lose the belt for some reason, then my strength will only be 16, which isn't awesome.
should I take the spell magic or haste?
I mean, it's up to you. If you can take
Yeah, it's hard.
counterspell.
I already have
Counterspell.
counterspell.
Oh, you already have counterspell. Well, if we had a, well, no, clerics can grab dispel for.
They can. All right, good. I'll take it.
Being a marshal is so much easier than being a spellcaster when you're leveling up.
You gotta kind of think about like what's good for the party.
Yeah.
All right, I think I'm ready to go. Where am I moving to?
Over here.
Over here.
Oh, I lost.
Technically, I'm a spellcaster too, but at the same time, it'd be a waste not to use mine for smites.
as you peer into the cave, it's very dark, it's pitch black, and it sort of winds around corners so you can't see very far in. So, let me know if you want a light source out as you enter.
I'm gonna need one. I'm still working through. Not 100% sure what to do. Right.
I would actually, Ren would go ahead and have a torch lit, even though he can see in the dark, just because, you know, don't have disadvantage on perception checks and whatnot.
Yeah, a lot easier to see.
Yep.
And Tarkin, you're gonna light a torch?
I will. I'm still trying to decide. I'm not quite leveled up yet. I should have been. I don't know if I should take a feat or just increase my constitution. If I take a feat, which is the right one to take? Can I defer that until later?
I mean, it might be important.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might
You
be.
should, you
Yeah,
should
no, all right. I'm
take it before you press
trying
on.
to decide, like, between alert or because alert, like, maybe get a chance to get in there and attack before we get attacked. You know,
Alert's a great feat.
Resilient is a good one. Yeah, I'm gonna take alert as a feat.
Alright, you can
Good choice.
add 5 to your initiative. You can't be surprised. And creatures can't benefit from being unseen, like invisible or hiding from you.
Quick question, guys. Do you guys have a lot of AoE spells?
No. Not yet.
I
Just
mean,
trying to
no.
decide which spells to get next. No? You said no?
I mean, I can't cast big spells anyway.
So I'm gonna get a Spirit Guardian if we don't have
I mean,
area of
Spirit
effect.
Guardians is just a staple cleric spell anyway. It's a great
Yeah.
spell.
It's a great one.
That was my last level of Paladin, and I'll probably start taking monk levels now.
You took another paladin level?
Yeah, so I'm monk 1, Paladin 5.
Oh, you got extra
That's
attack.
nice.
Yep. So now I basically have 3 attacks, but if I want to use my bonus action for that.
Okay, I'm ready now.
Oh, what a hell of a roll.
That is a good fireball.
Yeah, my fireballs are gonna be pretty good.
Oh yeah, you can add your dexter. I mean your charisma to it, because you're a
Fire spells should be good.
draconic ancestry.
Ooh, let's see.
This is the only bad thing about leveling up mid-session.
You guys almost done?
I'm done with the leveling.
I'm done. I'm just changing my macros around.
Okay. Alright, you guys approach the cave and Maester Yin. He sees you guys off. Good luck! Remember, you have made your decision. Your fate has been written in the stars. And you guys head into the cave. You travel down a winding path for about 10 minutes. Just Small tunnel, barely 8 feet tall, and it ebbs and flows, curves, almost as if you're crawling through an artery. And it could very well be an artery, because Tunarath is the body of a dead god.
Yeah.
And as you travel through, you start to see cave open up, winding passages, but the marvel of the place is soon interrupted by the sound of fighting up ahead, and you run forward to see skeletons, 6 shambling humanoid-shaped skeletons, armed with rusty weapons, surrounding a kobold, as armed only with a mining pick.
I remember
Let's
this
help
guy.
my fellow prisoner, fellows.
It's Krask.
Gotta help him.
Skeletons are running forward, taking pot shots and stabs. And the sound of combat is just up ahead.
Oh, I didn't know. Oh, okay, I was about to say,
Yeah.
we're gonna roll initiative.
Yeah.
Move forward a little bit.
Alright, Tarkin, you're up first. You see,
Let's change.
so it's an 8-foot tall, roughly 8 foot high, winding passage. This is the one I was describing. And then you see a cave start to open up a little bit more. The ground is hard and cracked. Everything's made from stone. And you see the cave open up into a large chamber up ahead.
Alright, so that is too far away for me to... Alright, so he's gonna go... Alright, so Tarkan is gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 feet. And just hold his action in the event that any creature approaches him.
Alright, you run up to the skeleton and got a torch in hand. You illuminate the skeleton's face, and his shambling head turns towards you, looking at you with hollow sockets as he holds his rusty short sword in his hand. Anything else talking? Krask calls out, "Help! Help! Help!" As the skeleton runs at him, he readies his war pick. Math fan.
Okay, let's see. 1 second. Reading something.
We rolled initiative in the order that we were in front to back.
I'm gonna move
Well, pretty much. I'm a little out.
Oh, you're out. Why is Auric not?
30 feet. Shit. Close. Can I see this one on the south?
Yeah.
Okay, so I can see 3 of them. You said that he was fighting 6.
Correct.
It's close enough. Good enough. Channel Divinity, turn on that.
Alrighty, you hold up your holy symbol, and do you destroy undead?
Yes, destroy CR 1.5.
Alright, and for turn undead, does that require sight?
What do you say?
Does it require sight?
Yes.
Okay. So 3
Minus
you can
30
see.
feet.
Alright, so you're oh, you can see 4 of them, and it's a 30-foot range. Alright, so yeah, you get those 3. You hold up your holy symbol, and the skeletons start to glow. You see 3 skeletons burst into this radiant flame, their bones scattered into flittering ashes. Each are destroyed.
Awesome.
Ren.
Again, missing the bonus action dash from monks here. 5, 10, maybe 15, 30. There's no skeleton's just super close. Ah, he's right on the edge. I'll throw a dart at disadvantage at that skeleton there. Dart. Ah, it's only a 10.
It is a miss. The dart falls short and lands near the skeleton's feet.
It went through his bones. If he had flesh, it would have hit. That's it.
Alright, this skeleton runs up to Krask, just coming into the edge of some of the torchlight or vision, and Krask swings his war pick. Ah! 21 hits. He slams the pick into the skeleton for 6 piercing damage. And the skeleton is sort of chipped a little bit and cracked, and shambles forward, lunges, and stabs Krask. Krask is hit for 6 piercing damage. You can see he's already taken quite a few stab wounds. And another skeleton charges Krask. It too lunges at Krask with a short sword. Krask hits his mining pick into the sword, deflects the attack. Auric.
Okay. I'm gonna come here. I'm gonna target this one right here and cast Firebolt.
That,
Rolls have been terrible.
that's a scorching
That's
ray.
not a firebolt.
Did I?
But
Crap.
11 misses. Make sure you count that spell slot back. The firebolt whizzes by the skeleton.
Crap.
Alright, another skeleton runs up to Krask. They surround him, relentlessly stabbing forward. Krask does well to defend himself. Jin.
Alright, I'm gonna come up here to Red. And I am going to cast Ray of Frost. Oh, what's the range of that? 60, perfect. At the injured one.
That's a hit. As the skeleton is getting ready to lunge forward again, the Ray of Frost hits the skeleton, and the skeleton falls forward, shattering into ice.
Boom.
Little ice chunks roll along the ground. Tarkin.
Alright, Tarkin is gonna go, what's it, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And I guess he can't go where he is, right? The kobold?
No.
Alright, so he'll go here. And then he will attack that skeleton with his warhammer.
$17 is a hit.
That thing's gone.
You absolutely shatter the skeleton, and it's vulnerable. It takes 26 points of bludgeoning damage. You wipe it out with a single blow, and it falls into the ground into myriad pieces.
Alright, so as a bonus action, can it... Alright, that's it for me.
Alright, Krask turns his head towards you. Ow! Tougher! Thank you! And he grabs his war pick, swings at the skeleton and hits, cracking some of the skeleton's bones for 7 piercing damage.
And finish it off.
Mathan.
Okay, I'm gonna step over here and target the skeleton with Sacred Flame.
Alright, the skeleton looks up to see a blanket of radiant energy falling down on it. And it just keeps looking up doesn't react at all, and just lets the sacred flame just melt it down, dropping its
Nice.
sword to the ground and collapsing, dead.
Nice.
Does maximum damage. I'm a little bit sad that I was throwing a tiny skeleton.
Rin pats you on the shoulder. Good job, Mathan.
You okay there, buddy?
You're not looking so good.
Oh, Halson! Hello! Oh, Bruce Willis!
Ah, yes.
Oh, good timing when you came here. Krask was in big trouble. Many skellies.
What were you doing that the skeletons decided to attack you?
Krask think he mined in the wrong place. Skeletons came out of wall.
Which wall would that be?
Over here. Krask run. Skeletons quicker. Longer legs. Surround Krask and try to stab. Lucky you're coming now. You look around to find yourself in a large cavern. You can see on the ground fragments of what looks like minecart tracks. Most of them are destroyed, buried, or cracked. They don't look functionable, and from what you can see, most of the track is buried or completely missing. There is also large cobwebs, very, very large spider webs, pockmarking some of the walls here. The cave is about 18 feet high and continues down following this minecart track to the south. You also see an alcove to the west and a large collapse blocking off a tunnel in this direction. Oh, Krask was mining. You know, Krask saved you.
You saved us.
Yes, now we even. Could you save Krask?
How did you save us?
From the jail. Krask.
We died.
No. Krask was mining. Krask dig hole. Krask escape. But before Krask escape, Krask want to check food that strange lady was giving. Krask never eat food. Krask want to check. And Krask was right. Poison in food. Trying to change people. But Tentacle Face. They no hurt Krask. Tentacle Face tell me. Take you all. So Krask drag you through mine and drop you. Fall into sand. You will drop and make loud crunch. But Krask has parachute. Krask float to ground. You break a lot. But Yellow Man. Maester Yin. He bring back to life you all.
That
The
is
plot
not the memory
thickens.
I had. That is
That's
not. That is
quite
not
the
what I
tale
remember
there.
at all.
Well,
So
we wouldn't remember
Tentacle
that part. We
Face,
were all
the-
dead.
The Mind Flayer told him to let us go.
Yes,
Take
Tentacle Face. Tell me it's okay. Take you. No one to kill you.
We
Interesting.
were already dead, but
Oh yes, you no die then. But when me throw you, yes, you definitely break a lot. Not Krask though. Krask make parachute from bedsheet.
well,
Oh, I guess we're even.
I suppose we can thank you for that then.
Krask finally free. Krask want to get back to city. Many things in city.
What became of the half? What did he do? Did he just stay there?
Who, sorry?
I was just asking about the halfling. Asking Krask about the halfling.
Oh? Me see him get tentacle in face just before me go.
Okay, he's dead.
Yes, he crying a lot. Saying this is not his home, he no like this place. He wish he never here. And Tentacle Face got him. Funny. Funny cause not me. If me, maybe not funny.
I would imagine not. Krask?
You going to city?
Well, we were planning on it.
Me come with you.
Well, no digging in places you don't know what's behind it, though. We don't need any more skeletons jumping out of nowhere.
Yes, yes. Me just follow. Me very good with trap.
Are you good at spotting traps?
Yes.
Gonna insight that. Ugh. Not a good roll.
I will too. Oh shit.
Seems like he's on the up and up. And
Alright,
he's got
well,
like a backpack with all sorts of like strange stuff sticking out of it.
If you would like to
Alright.
walk in front of us just a little bit, and you can tell us if there's a trap ahead, then.
Many
This is a
danger in
dangerous
here.
place.
Crash me think this place haunted. Me has seen them. Spider. Magic spider. Many. Crash no go this way. Crash try to take shortcut.
And that's what led to the skeletons.
Yes.
Does the shortcut means excavating a tunnel through the entire cave?
Well, he didn't have to eat or drink. Just to rest occasionally. Might take a long time, but he could do it. Well, it seems we only have one way forward then. And I'll hold the torch aloft in one hand, and I'll pull the Mace of Disruption and hold it in the other to be ready. Shall we go forward then?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Wasn't he gonna go in the front, like for traps, or?
Well, I don't think he's willing, and I'm not gonna force somebody to do something like that.
I can go in the front. I'm not stealthy at all, but I have a good perception.
All
I think that we've moved beyond stealth at this point.
You guys want?
As you move down this tunnel, quite obviously that this was a mine at some point a long time ago. Definitely not functional anymore. There are large cracks in the ground, and you look over to see a small area here with a collapse in the tunnel, massive spider webs, and a fissure leading down into a abyss of unknown depths.
Where is that located?
Over in this direction. Oh, do you see? There. I'm not sure if you saw my ping.
There's the ping. Okay.
Oh, this. Oh,
The abyss
dark.
is about 20 feet long, and you can just see some of the ground over the other side of it. As you step forward, Math Fan, a couple of loose bits of rock fall from your feet, and they bounce down into the abyss. And you wait and listen to hear the rocks drop onto the ground, but you hear nothing.
Okay.
Except for the beat of drums.
that's-
If,
I think I don't have a light source, so I'm gonna cast light on my shield.
Okay.
I don't know if my token has light.
Your shield starts to glow, And as you stand where you are talking, you start to hear some whispers.
Any
And-
language that I understand?
It's talking that hears this.
Okay.
So you begin to hear these whispers talking. They sound like they're just in your ear. Very, very quiet. And it sounds like complete gibberish. Seems to be coming from the collapse here.
Okay. So, folks, I'm hearing something kind of from right here, roughly speaking, whispery stuff.
I'm not
excited about it. Back up a little bit.
gonna investigate a little bit, see what it is, and see if I can hear the whispers as well.
All right, when you stand close to the collapse, Math Fan, you hear the whispers, and it's just utter gibberish. And then in between these gibberish whispers, you hear like an echo in your mind. Closer, closer.
What does it say, Math Man?
Hear my secret.
Oh, he got me there. He said the word secret. I want to know what it is now. I'm gonna step closer to learn the secret.
All right, there is a lot of rock here, and moving up closer to the collapse, which is in this area here, it's all difficult terrain. And it says, it seems to be coming from here. Closer. I must tell you.
Math Man?
My band has a weakness to learn secrets and ancient knowledge. So
You start
He's-
climbing up, and you can just see these cracks in the collapse here. Like the tunnel's completely filled full of rubble, and it sounds like the voice sounds like it's coming from in between the cracks. I must tell you. I must tell you my secret.
okay, what is your secret? I have moved far enough.
Just listen carefully. The statue did this. You must hear my secret. You must hear our secret. And
Who are you?
suddenly this black smoke
Oh,
starts to leak out in between the cracks. And
If I had time, I would back away. I'm not suicidal.
alright, you back away, take a step back, and you just see these ribbons of black smoke start to sort of wrap around themselves. And the black smoke continues to trail out of these cracks. And then it takes form. A humanoid form. And the whispers begin again, Mathvan. But they get very, very intense. And make a wisdom save, Mathvan.
With advantage.
26. The whispers, they're not making any sense to you. They seem to be creeping into your mind. And you don't feel like this is a good thing. You block them out. And when you do, suddenly the tendrils and the ribbons of black shadow complete their form, taking the form of a ghostly apparition.
What's your secret?
You
I
must
still want to know.
know all. And this ghostly apparition keeps on whispering, but Krask yells out, "Kill it! Kill it!"
that was
Go
my
ahead.
first. That was my first thought.
You first, buddy.
Don't kill it before I know the secret.
Too late for that! And you see Krask has already like got something out of his backpack, and he sort of moves forward 25 feet. He's got this weird little orb in his hand. It's like a flat disc about the size of a hockey puck, and it's surrounded with this blue light, and he just throws it at the Aleph. Ah! It discharges an explosion of energy as it's a direct hit, and lightning explodes out from it. It hits the Aleph for 5 bludgeoning damage. The Aleph doesn't seem too hurt by that. It is resistant and takes 2 bludgeoning damage. Then lightning leaps out of this device and starts wrapping around the Aleph, and it restrains it. It's like Ghostbusters style. And it's going to take damage at the start of every one of its turn while it's restrained like that.
Wow, that's
But,
a pretty cool little deal.
Then suddenly the Aleph just sort of turns back into its ribbon form and then reappears on the outside of the lightning and is not able to be restrained.
Ah.
Shit!
Well, it's a good try, Krask.
Plan 2, run!
We can't run. That's not possible. Run towards it, maybe. And I'll bring down the Mace of Disruption.
Alright, the mace
Might
glows.
hurt. Yeah.
23 hits. For 16 points of damage, radiant energy ripping through it. And the magical mace also cutting through its resistances. But it's not weak enough to attempt a disruption.
Swing again.
26 hits. Another 13 points of damage. And you start to see the Aleph glow slightly. Still
Die,
not,
foul fiend.
still not quite weak enough for a disruption. Let me double check that. I think it has to be like 15 hit points or less.
Yeah, I think so.
Take a look. 25 hit points.
Okay. To be honest, I forgot about that part.
The Aleph glows bright and is immediately destroyed. Disrupted.
So there. All right. Matt Van,
Well,
you
There's
That was
something to
good.
do with a statue. And said the statue did this. I don't know what it did. The statue but did
Well,
this.
I think that it wanted to eat your mind somehow, so or possess you or something. So maybe we shouldn't pay attention to it solely there.
Yeah. My mind, in my mind, just like that.
Well, I mean,
My
it
bank
could
is very
try.
confident. My bank is incredibly confident in his mind powers, and to the point that it might be too arrogant about that. It might get into danger later on.
If somebody throws a rope, I can Misty step over and secure the rope to something so we can traverse this.
Well, we would still need to. It would still be a little bit of work to get across, and to be honest, if I would rather not slip and fall into that. There is another way we can go.
Krask said that way's bad.
Well, he just said that there's spiders there, but
Magic.
well, you're a wizard. Don't you like magic things?
Not magic spiders.
Just remember, watch out for the statue. What are them?
All right. Well, we'll keep an open eye and an open mind. I want to pick up the little puck thing. Like, is it still like? Is it look like it's been just, like used up? Like, can't be used again?
Yeah, Crash just yells, useless now! Me make another one tomorrow!
All right. How many of those can you make?
enough.
good at throwing things.
Me have other things. Okay.
All right. It's just a question. No need to get riled up about it.
You, Bruce Willis. You look like Draken person.
Who is Bruce Willis again?
Oh,
Mark.
that's me. Yes, and you look like bird person.
Ah! No! Me more look like dragon than you.
Just don't poop on my car.
Ha! If dragon poop on you, you should be blessed.
Ah,
As you guys get here, you feel something strange in the air. You can hear this staticky sort of noise. And Crash screams, "Ah!" Alright. Everybody that has less than 17 passive perception is surprised.
Ah, shit.
Because
And Tarkin.
phasing in, yeah. And if you
oh, that's me.
have the
Easy.
alert feat, then you're not surprised. 3 phase spiders appear from the ethereal plane.
Dear Lord.
Large,
Oh,
blue,
sweet.
glowing spiders. And they surround you all,
Oh, good
Oh.
gods.
appearing out of nowhere. One to the east next to Rin, one to the west near Mathan, and one right behind Krask.
Krask, you might be spider food, my friend.
Alright, Mathan, you're not surprised. 18 passive
Nope.
perception.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Bane. I'm gonna cast Bane on the 3 of them.
Okay.
Great spell.
Whoops, I have them on Whisper still. Alright, 2 fail. 13 and 0 on their saves, while the other one gets 17. 2 of them
shit.
become baned.
The one next to me.
This black shadow starts to writhe on the spider's face.
Should I do? I'm gonna stay here, be brave.
Auric, you are surprised.
Yes.
And Krask is also surprised. Rin. Tarkin, you're up.
Wow. All right, Tarkan's gonna walk up and all right, attack with a hammer.
Are you playing them like a forest or something,
10
Paul? Because like I
is
keep
a
hearing like
miss.
birds and stuff.
Yeah, I'm actually outside of my deck.
It'd be good if this was a forest setting.
Right. It would, yeah, I'm trying to keep the background noise to it. All right. Well, that missed.
Throw some rocks at
Yeah.
those birds.
I mean, you have another attack there.
Yeah.
So
It's a
yeah.
Yeah. There we go.
One didn't miss.
You slice straight into the back of the spider, and this blue blood sprays out, sort of turns translucent as it hits the ground. 11 slashing.
All right, and then so then his second attack with the hammer again.
That'd be a bonus action attack. An 11 is a miss. This phase spider is quite quick and ducks out of the way as it lurches up to attack. Oh, I should probably roll the spiders into initiative.
It's all right. Just keep them out.
They're all going to have their turn now. From last turn. All right, so this phase spider is going to attack Rin.
Okay.
A bite attack. It comes forward with its massive mandibles, and after it attacks, it vanishes.
Perfect.
This one will attack Krask. A 13 hits. Oh, misses Krask. Krask just throws his backpack in front of him and blocks the attack. That spider also vanishes. And then lastly, this one will move up to Mathvan. It'll take a bite. A 16 is a miss. And that spider also vanishes, disappearing into the material plane. Alright, at the start of this next round now, this spider appears up here on the wall, lurching in at Tarkin.
That's not where it was before.
It's a miss. And then...
Alright, and Tarkan's gonna riposte that, can he? Or is he... Is it,
Yep.
Yeah, alright. So
Yep, you're within 5 feet. Alright, you swing back at the face spider, and a 16 hits as you slash it. More of this blue blood drips down, 10 points of damage, and then the spider crawls up and provokes from...
the additional 2, right? Because of the D8.
Oh yeah, you get the extra damage on the riposte. Extra 2 damage. And then it crawls up onto the roof and provokes from Auric and Jin.
Yeah. Nope.
You take a swing and miss. It's too quick. Falls out of your reach. And Auric, you try to clip it with a dagger. You miss as well. The face spider ends its turn on the roof there. Mathvan.
I'm gonna cast Toll the Death on the spider.
Gets an 8 on its wisdom save and fails, and then the face spider just vanishes.
Okay. And that's it. I'm gonna stay here.
Auric.
You take the dodge action.
Alright, Krask is looking around. Looking around weary and readies his pick. Before that, actually now, take a look here. Alright, the face spider has its turn. One of the ones that was hidden. This should actually have been before Krask's turn. Goes on initiative count 16. It appears here and it tries to take a bite at Tarkin. An 18 hits.
Bane?
Oh yeah, it is Bane. It's gonna miss then. And then it'll crawl up on the roof as well. 20 feet up.
Still there though?
Yeah, it doesn't phase back out. Rin, you're up.
The only bad thing about the darts is that I can't do 2 in one turn because I only have 1 interact with objects, unfortunately. Yeah, I'll pull out a dart and chunk it at it because I can see it. Dart.
11 misses. Bounces off some of its hide.
I think I got the wrong darts back. In my turn there, yeah. That's all I can do.
Before your turn, Tarkin, we got another phase spider. And it's going to appear next to Krask. Krask is going to swing immediately. And he stabs the war pick into the phase spider for 4 piercing damage. The phase spider lurches back and then thrusts its whole body forward at Krask, trying to bite him. Massive mandibles. It misses, and the spider skittles away up into an alcove to the west. up on the ceiling. Tarkin.
All right. So if it's up in the ceiling, can I reach it? Like,
It's 20 feet above you, so it's 3 squares away from you.
so I cannot reach it. Yeah. So I guess I'm just gonna hold my attack to if it attacks me.
Okay.
I don't know what else I could do.
Jin.
Dong! Oops, why the fuck?
You've
When I
got
leveled
it.
up it.
Wait. You just said
When I
that's
leveled
an
up
attack
it.
to hit.
Yeah. When I leveled up it, put it back on for some reason.
Alright, it does, yeah, succeed. Does Bane work on saves? I think it does, right?
Yes, it does.
It does,
Yeah,
yeah.
it does.
Fail.
Aha!
Alright, fails and takes 4 necrotic damage.
If I'd only had hit it with a dart, it would have been 10.
Mathan.
Okay, I'm gonna step over here and gonna target this one with Toll the Dead.
Wisdom saves for this phase spider.
With Bane. Bane, just in case.
Yeah, if it rolls.
17.
No. Yeah. Well, damage.
Auric.
Okay. I will move up here, target this one, and firebolt it.
23 is a hit. Direct hit. 10 fire damage.
You rolled a scorching ray again.
Oh, yeah.
Why it's my fire? Oh man, I screwed up my macros.
Roll a 1d10. 1d10 plus 4 for damage.
Should be 2d10, right?
Oh, yeah,
So-
2d10, sorry. 2d10 plus 4 for damage. Alright, an extra 7 damage onto that 10. 17 points of fire damage. It really badly injures this face spider.
Okay.
This face spider, it skittles down the wall and lurches in at you, Tarkin, and your reaction goes off. You slice into it with a 21. That is a hit.
Nice.
Bring the longsword up, and underneath it, slashing it for 11 damage as this glowing blue blood sprays down on the ground. The spider then jumps and tries to bite at you, and it hits with a 22. Even with Bane, it's still going to hit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Make a Constitution save against poison.
Got this, buddy. Yeah.
Right, you resist the poison, and you you take a total of 14 points of damage, 10 poison and 4 piercing. And then the spider vanishes, disappearing.
Damn it.
Krask is going to step behind Mathvan, poke his head around behind Mathvan, armed with a light crossbow, and fires a bolt. Hits the face spider, and the spider drops to the ground, staying in the material plane, and is killed.
Nice. That's very good
Job,
for
Grass.
him.
Yeah. Easy. Me kill one spider before, got that poison. We're in.
All right. I'm gonna look around, be on the lookout, take a dart out of like. I'm assuming this whole I've had like a bracer with all my darts in it. I'll kind of take a dart out of the bracer and just be ready. So I'm ready in an attack with the dart for whenever I see one. It might be
Alrighty.
with a disadvantage, but
Talking.
Alright, gonna go 5, 10,
Look around to
20,
not see anything.
20.
Not knowing where the spider
30.
is.
Alright, it's gonna hold his action in the event that a spider comes near him. Or any belligerent creature.
anything besides the party.
Jin.
Dodge.
Alright, Jin moves over here and dodges. Fan.
Gonna step over here and hold my action to cast Toll the Death when the spider appears.
Okay. Alright, your Bane drops.
Oh, concentration. Oh, didn't know that.
I will hold the action. A firebolt, or hopefully.
Alright. The spider appears. Ah! Next to Jin.
I throw a dart immediately.
20 hits it for 8 piercing damage. And Auric, you can see it barely. It has 3/4 cover.
Okay.
And Mathan, you can see it too, so you guys will get your reactions. 14 misses. You hit the wall. And finally, Toll of the Dead. The spider makes a wisdom save. It succeeds.
Oh my god, you kidding me? No Bane.
And it rubs its 2 spider hands together as it just puts on a little bib and sits down and tries to pick up Jin and eat his face. And an 8 misses. Jin, you just slap it back.
No. Rip the bib off of him. Get out of here.
Crash does a bit of a roll. And using pack tactics, he has advantage. Puts a bolt straight into the giant spider. And the spider... Whoops, wrong save. Anyway, it's practically the same bonus. The spider is dead. Killed by the poison dart. Or the poison bolt. And that spider drops to the ground too. Krask blows on his crossbow.
He does
Weren't
not
that-
need our help.
Weren't there 3 of these things?
We killed him, yeah.
One of them died into the ethereal.
Oh, okay. I thought. Okay, I must not have been paying attention then.
When they hit you with poison, it hurts, man. That save that you did, that was so much damage.
Good job again, Krask.
Yeah, nothing much.
Weren't you worried about these things?
Oh, just pretending.
I'm
Right.
going to investigate the body, like take a look, learn a little bit more about them.
All right, you flip the spider to its side, and you see it's like the body glowing with this blue energy, and it's sort of quite translucent, and you can almost see through it. You can make a investigation check, Mathan.
I'm gonna give myself guidance for that. $14.
All right, you just sort of basically know what you saw. It was able to shift in and out of what looks like the ethereal plane, move around in the ethereal and pop back out somewhere else on the material plane. Makes it a very avid hunter in that way. You also notice that it is a poisonous creature. And you think, there is a possibility that poison can be extracted from the spider. Of course, that carries a risk of in turn poisoning yourself.
Does anybody needs the poison? I'm gonna ask the kobold, since I saw him using poison. Does he have enough?
Me got some.
You don't need it then?
Me got enough.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna do that.
How dexterous is Mage Hand?
You're not able to.
How does that work if you're trying to get poison from something? How does that work? Can you just get it and then, assuming you make a roll?
Yep, it's a nature check.
It's a nature
Intelligence
check.
nature check.
If you get poisoned, that's a bad thing.
Yeah, and if you fail, then the poison affects you. If you fail badly enough, you can either collect the poison, you can just fail and ruin your chance to get it, or you can fail badly and poison yourself.
Yeah, I would collect it if you guys want. I'm good at nature, but I just don't want to do it if there's no benefit.
I don't really see the need.
If you're
Well, then
proficient in a
if you-
poisonous kit, you can use that instead.
And if you have poison, then what can you do with it? Like, just put it on a blade and use it, or do you have to
Yep.
throw it?
Depending on what type of poison it is, contact, inhalation, or a wound. This sort of venom needs to be applied through a wound. So you put it on your blade or put it on your ammo.
Well, it seems like it could be kind of good. I don't know how. I think my nature is terrible, so
I'm gonna
likely to
if
do
you
bad.
if you can use it, I'm gonna try it. So I'm gonna give myself guidance, prepare for this very methodically, and you said nature check, right?
Yeah.
And can
17.
All right, you grab the spider's mandible and you try to milk it using a vial, but you fail to successfully extract any poison with a 17. You don't poison yourself though. And
yeah, that's a
Right.
tough one. That's probably not worth.
you sort of
risking it.
the poison sort of evaporates and you spill it and yeah, sort of crush its poison gland.
Well, I try. Tarkin, sorry about that. Not my day.
Yeah, no, that's totally any advantage we can get, but not worth poisoning ourselves badly over it.
Alright, to the west here, you see a very rough-looking tunnel. It changes in height and size quite dramatically as you move through it. Pitch black here, and you see some more remnants of a minecart track. And looking to the north, there is the abyss again. The utter sepulchral darkness. The minecart track seems to just drop off into this abyss.
Just for out of curiosity, I'm gonna grab a rock, cast really quick, cast light on the rock, and drop it into the abyss.
Alright, you drop the rock, and the light disappears very quickly out of sight within a matter of 2 seconds, less.
It's emitting light, right? So
Okay,
And,
so
yeah, it just disappears into the darkness after a couple of seconds.
I'll cast light again on my shield.
Makes you wonder how deep a hole that is.
As you get to this area, it's a bit of a wide open cave, and you see another minecart track, or at first you think it is. Instead, it's not actually the wooden pallets of a track. Instead, it's the rungs of a ladder. And a voice greets you. Ah. So we meet again.
Again?
I
Who's
want to
this?
cast Divine Sense.
The voice comes from
I
this
say,
square. Alright, Ren, you send out a woof charge of your divine sense, and you detect two sources of undead. One here, and one here, coming from the voice.
I'll turn and look right at whatever I sensed there.
You start to focus in on this undead, and
I found the lantern.
there's definitely something there.
I'm gonna use the lantern.
Alright, you pull out the lantern, and the bright light illuminates two ghostly figures.
Oh.
Oh wait, are these the
This
are
is
these the guys from the club?
Yeah.
Yep. Two members of the incorporeal thug posse, Lefa and Valaris.
Did we ever kill some of them?
We killed one of them, at least. I think just one. The heavy set guy.
And we'll take a 10-minute break now. Let's see what they say.
All right.
Alright, cool. I'll be back.
See you guys back soon.
I'm back, everyone.
How you guys doing?
Good, good.
Good.
Doing well.
Is everyone back?
I'm here.
I'm here.
I'm back.
Alright. So here we are in the mines, and find yourself confronted by two members of the incorporeal thug posse. These spectral thugs that you'd met in the House of Sin in Section 3. And it's quite alarming when the Lantern of Revealing reveals these creatures. Prask readies his mining pick. And Valaris, this hooded creature, you can see straight through him. He has this ethereal glow to him. Raises this gangly, skeletal looking, ghostly hand. Lower your weapons. We are not here to fight you. Do you any harm?
Then why are you here?
We are here for the same reasons you are. Lost. Displaced. Taken away from our creature comforts.
I'm inciting that.
You don't detect any deception in his voice. Like, you can't see, you don't have any like sort of face to read. Not worry. If we were going to destroy you, we would have attacked first, before we made our presence known, don't you think?
I don't know, maybe you're just stupid.
Wow.
Awesome.
Well, I mean,
may-
that's a valid reason, isn't it? If why they wouldn't attack first?
I may not be the most intelligent.
I'm not calling them stupid.
We came here to warn you about Hasa, our commander, the one who let you escape from the House of Sin, if you recall.
Just
No,
I recall that.
I think I remember that as well.
As,
yeah, there's one of you missing.
He had a pretty cavalier attitude about the death of one of your gang.
as Valaris sort of talks, floats a few inches off the ground, and he sort of paces down this chamber, turning his faceless head towards you all. He is no longer our commander, for he has gone down that hole, never to return. There is a great danger that lies across from that hole. A creature of bone, blocking our escape. Hasa summoned his warriors to help us, but they were of no help. They turned against him, not seeing the honor of Hasa. His honor left him when he let you all go and betrayed us for his own amusement. You grow quite bored when you never die. It's not age that kills you here. It's your own mind and your insanity. Uhasa is gone, and we are left here trapped. We cannot navigate the sand dunes. We cannot get down that ladder. And Hasa, who knows what has become of him? His own warriors turned against him. But we ask you, although we owe you no favors, and you owe us none, destroy the beast that blocks our path, and we can help you with Hasa.
I
Sounds
think-
fair to me.
Yes. Indeed. We agree to those terms.
So what
Whatever
is
it takes
the
to
beast?
get back to the city.
His presence here is still felt on this plane of astral realms. But he has changed. We can feel it. I'm not sure what he has become now. We may be your only hope of bringing him back to his former self. And they just both step back, disappearing into the walls.
Well, that
Oh.
was wildly unhelpful. So, down the ladder then? Fight some bone creature?
So the ladder is below us. It's going down.
Yep,
Oh, okay.
there is
Looks like
a
it's-
a ladder here. Some wooden rungs lead down into an unknown depth. Beyond that, you see a great darkness. And there's another path beyond. A lantern illuminates a large empty cavern.
Okay.
So we climb
This-
down and then climb back up, or do we just go across?
Yeah, I didn't get that part. Yeah, crossing is gonna be an issue. How the heck do we cross?
Well, I can misty step across.
Do your light trick again. See if this is as deep as that other hole.
Okay, I'm gonna do that. Grab a rock, cast light, throw it down the hole.
Alright, you throw the rock down and it falls and falls. But it stops. Several hundred feet below you see a tiniest little glimmer of light.
Ah,
Did I see as it traveled if the ladder was broken midway, or if it got to the bottom as well?
You can't see the entire ladder, but make a perception check.
Can I use guidance since I was planning on doing this?
No. It's just something that you have done sort of instantly.
Well,
that's a good roll though. So
Alright, you can't. It's just impossible for you to see all the rungs of the ladder, just due to angles. But from what you can see, the ladder is intact, and there's another ladder over the other side.
well,
As you're doing that, Math Fan, it's surprise time. There was something there right in front of you, and you didn't even see it. Everyone is surprised, apart from Tarkin. Seems to blend in with the shadows, as if.
okay, so it's so it's not actually invisible. It's just
No, it seems to blend in with the darkness as if it is one with the darkness.
Very
But Tarkin, you just get a sense that there is something there, and there is a very large skeletal creature just on the edge of your lantern light there, Math Fan.
What the heck is that?
Not good. That's what it is.
Yeah, that's a pretty scary looking thing.
Well, I'm glad there is a huge abyss right in front of us. I'm sure that's gonna stop him.
How far can people jump actually?
Strength score.
Strength score. So unless you have a 30, you're not getting across there with a jump.
All right, 21 or lower on your passive perception, and you're surprised.
Nah, I don't get that much.
All right, Tarkin, you're up first. You just sense there is something awry here.
Alert has come in handy already.
And how
On the other side or in
it's
the
a
pit?
30-foot.
From over here, over the other side.
Okay.
All right.
It's
I'm
a
just
20-foot jump. A 20-foot jump over the edge here.
All right. So, does that count in your movement? How does that work?
Yep, that comes out of your movement. It's part of your movement, jumping.
All right.
You're gonna
So,
jump? You're crazy.
well, so Tarkan can actually make it, but he doesn't have enough movement to actually jump. He'd have to go. So he'll go here, and then just hold his. Well, actually, I think. What do you need? A 10-foot? How much feet do you need to?
10 foot to do your full strength score of movement when doing a long jump.
So, all right, so he's gonna move there, and then. Well, I don't understand. So if he has 30, oh, it's 20, and it's a 20-foot chasm. All right. All right. So he's going to hold his action in case that thing comes over to attack. Itself jump over among us.
Okay.
I don't think there's anything else that he can do that's useful.
All right, this creature is very large. It's 12 foot tall, skeletal. It looks like it has hardened flesh attached to bone and clothes that seem to be made out of pure darkness. And it has the longest arms you've ever seen. Long, reaching arms.
Like 20 feet type of reaching.
It has this red glow in its eyes, and it roars with this horrible roar, and it just it moves closer by 10 feet, and one of its arms reaches straight out for you, Math Fan.
Jesus.
It sort of screeches a little bit as it comes into the light, and because it moves into the light, it's no longer hidden. It's broken its hide, and the claws can reach across the chasm. A 20 hits. It grabs you, Math Fan, and when it hits you with its claws, it stabs into you for 12 piercing damage. You become grappled. And you're not restrained. It pulls you closer 10 feet and holds you over the edge of the abyss.
Guys,
Working on it.
I don't even know how to get out of this one. If you trust me, I'm dead.
It moves closer, standing right on the edge of the abyss. And it tries to grab Jin with a second claw. 22 hits.
He's experiencing a power outage at the moment.
Is he?
Yeah, he's not here.
Damn. That's why he didn't scream.
Oh, looks like he's getting back on.
I don't think he can shield that, so he takes 18 piercing damage. And he's
Yeah.
grappled. And the Bone Claw, with these massive elongated arms, just holds Mathvan and Jin above this abyss. Lets out this horrible roar again. And
What happened to me? Holy shit.
it grabs you.
We're about to die, so don't worry.
And then it moves the last of its movement back, and it drags both of you with it, holding you guys above this abyss some more. It really doesn't like that light, Mathvan. You feel like it's gonna drop you. It's trying to like shake the light off of you. You think if you don't drop that light, it's gonna drop you.
Hey.
Rin, you're surprised, and Jin, you're surprised. Alright, Krask, he looks around. Oh no, 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 no! And he runs over here using 15 feet of movement. And he sort of brings down his goggles to take a look at the Bone Claw. Oh, they dead! Now we go! And Krask runs the ladder and starts climbing down the ladder.
Well, I mean, can't blame him really.
He gets 20 feet down. Taking the dash action. Mathvan.
How do I turn the light off? Is it an action?
You have it on your. You've got it on the lantern and your shield.
So he's pissed off about both of them?
It doesn't seem to like light.
Oh, shit. Ugh.
Could you cast light on the lantern and then drop it? So it's...
Light. It says
Or at least put it in your bag or something.
Yeah, if you cast it on a new item, the light will go off your shield, and then you could drop the lantern. Or throw the lantern 20 feet.
so
Take your
I'm
action
gonna.
to do that.
Yeah. Let's see. What can I do? What can I do? Well, I'm in trouble, so I'm gonna cast light on Tarkan. Any item that I can see that he's using.
I think light is a touch, isn't it?
Light's
Or
a
not?
touch. Yeah, light's a touch spell.
Let's just touch. Oh yeah, it is. Never mind. So I'm gonna dismiss light as an action, and to turn off the lantern, is it another action or is it an object interaction?
It's an action to lower the hood.
So I'm gonna drop it. I'm gonna drop the lantern,
Alright, you drop it and it falls into the abyss below you.
and as a bonus action, I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself
Okay.
because I'm scared.
Little faith goes up. Alright.
Not good. Orc will step forward. Look at this guy. He's gonna. Oh,
A Scorching Ray
yes.
hits. An 18 hits for 10 fire damage. And the Bone Claw screeches from the fire, melts away its leathery flesh. Natural one is a miss. And the third Scorching Ray hits the Bone Claw for 7 fire damage.
And then the firebolt for the quickened.
And that hits as well, doubling up for another 12 fire damage. Burning away
And I'm
more
gonna
flesh.
step back. He can't get his claws on me.
This guy, he's
Well, he's only got-
ridiculously long arms.
He's only got 2. So,
Tarkin.
That's true.
Alright, so I think I
You made
miscalculated
rather new
because my plan had been to be close enough to jump to the abyss, but I think I didn't position myself right.
You could jump it, but you'd have to take the dash action.
Yeah, that's what I'm realizing. All right, so Tarkan is gonna do that. So 5, 10, I guess 15, 20,
Mathan, make a dexterity save.
and then
Hold up, Tarkin.
Jumping with the light.
Hold there for a second.
This
Uh-huh.
is gonna be. This is gonna be
Alright,
great.
Mathan, the bone claw lets go of you, and you cling onto what you can with for dear life onto the side of the rock. The bone claw drops you and uses its reaction to attack Tarkin with its deadly reach. As you move into its range, its piercing claw comes for you, Tarkin. Drops Mathan, tries to grab you, and you, at the last second, jump to the side, and you can continue your jump. 14 is a miss.
all right, so that would be I think that's 40, 50, 60. So 45, 50, 55. I'm gonna get behind it, 60. And
What a jump.
and then I'm going to I'm gonna use my second wind.
Alright, you run up, and just with one great leap, you clear the entire chasm and skirt around behind the bone claw. The bone claw screeches. Ah! Alright,
That's my turn.
it
When do you
I did
take
that
damage?
one. I didn't. I meant to heal myself for 15, but I gave myself 15. That was wrong. I should be.
Unless you got really hurt by the spiders.
No, that was a mistake.
Alright, the bone claw is going to move. It gets away from the light, provoking from you, Tarkin.
Ooh.
And it's gonna take Jin with it. Just drag you, just like get like slung like a slingshot as it drags you along with its claw. It'll just drag you 10 feet behind it there, Jin.
Do I get a reaction against it?
Yep. Provokes from you.
Alright, so I'm gonna go after it with the Warhammer.
$15 is a miss. Its flesh is just a little too tough. Warhammer bounces off. Alright, when it gets to here, it then drags you in, Jin, and the shadow that constitutes its scarf, it unravels and starts raveling around you, tightens around your neck and chokes you. Make a Constitution save.
Well.
All right. You feel yourself being killed, Jin. I don't know how else to put it. This is what happens. You take 40 points of necrotic damage
Oh dear
as you
Lord.
fail, and then the bone claw teleports 60 feet
Oh, come on.
and appears right here, taking you with it, Jin,
Wow.
using its shadow
Okay,
jump. It disappears from some of the darkness and reappears over here.
I guess I don't have to jump across now.
Bryn,
You've saved me the trouble, Fiend. And
it
I'm
responds
gonna use,
with.
I want to use my DM's inspiration to give me advantage on this roll,
Okay.
if I can. Mace of Disruption.
16
come on.
is a hit.
Oh, yes. And as I say that, because we need to put some damage on this thing. Die, foul fiend, and I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's undead. And I'm gonna cast I'm going to use a second level slot for Divine Smite to do an extra 4d8 damage.
Alrighty, you devastate it with the Mace of Disruption. It like melts through its flesh like a hot knife through butter. 38 points of damage with that devastating blow.
Wow.
Then I'll swing again,
And that hits.
and I'll use a first level Divine Smite on this one. Die, foul fiend!
Alrighty, another 28 points of damage. Really injuring this bone claw. And it just screeches some more as you see it melting like a candle with radiant flesh dripping to the ground all over it.
Alright,
Is
and then
he
I'm
vulnerable to radiant? Do we know?
No, he doesn't seem vulnerable. You think if he was vulnerable, he'd be dead. It would be like over 100 points of damage.
Oh, that's not. Let me take those spell slots off. And then I will try to like strike it in the chest with my palm.
And that hits.
And light surrounds my fist as I use another first level slot. I'm trying to kill this thing.
Man.
Another 14 points of damage. You cause your hand to glow with radiant and you punch straight into the thing. And it screeches as some of the darkness begins to unravel around it.
Now I'm gonna move a little bit so in case Tarkin wants to jump back over. And that's my turn.
Jin, it would be a death save for you. Success.
Good job.
Alright, Krask disengages and climbs down the ladder. Now! Good time to run! Alright, Math Fan, you are like
Alright.
hanging here.
Okay, what do I need to get over
To pull
here?
yourself up, you have to make an athletics check.
Athletic?
Yeah.
If you just stay there, maybe I can help you pull you safely over in the next when my turn is up.
And if I don't, I fall?
No. You just won't be able to get up. You'll still be hanging.
Just like hugging the wall right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but can I still cast spells from this position?
Not if it has somatic components.
Somatic component.
Because you've got your shield in one hand and you're using your free hand to hold on.
Oh, snap, yeah. In that case, I can only use Healing Word, which is a verbal component only. And I'm gonna cast Healing Word on Jen.
I live!
Right, you open your eyes to see this thing towering over you, Jin.
Am I prone though? Am I being grappled?
You're unconscious.
I know, Bob.
You're not standing up when you're on the ground dying.
I thought I was being held up by this thing.
Well, when you fall unconscious, you fall prone.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
And as my action, just in case, I'm gonna dodge. That's all I can do. If I can. I don't know if I can.
At the moment, you can dodge. Your movement speed's not 0, so. Auric.
Okay, I am going to quicken magic missile at 3rd level.
Alrighty.
That's
That's
5.
5 darts.
4, 5.
15 force damage. Each one rips out a big chunk of flesh, and you can see holes straight through the bone claw. You can see Jin sort of like bobbing his head up straight through the bone claw's torso, where there's like no flesh.
And then for my action, I will disengage. We're here. Good luck, guys. You
Talking.
can't reach me.
All right. So I think, yeah, once again, I'm too far away to actually be able to attack it. That's like the story of this session. So I'll help. I think I'll just try to help Mathman. Can I help Mathman? Like, if I
Yeah.
can, like, pull him off? Yeah.
Yeah, you can. You don't need an ability check. You can just use your action to drag him to safety.
So I'm gonna do that.
Alrighty.
So where do I end up?
You need to stand here talking to grab him.
Okay.
Alright, as you you need to stand there. As you grab him, you realize you're dangerously close to the bone claw's reach. But he doesn't grab you. And you pull him up and drag him to the side there.
Probably just pissed at me at the moment.
My skin is usually blue, but just for the record, I'm pale white right now.
I'm just gonna throw my warhammer as an improvised weapon. Can I do that?
It took your action to pull Mathvan up.
Okay.
But you did save Mathvan from falling 100 feet. So good
I
use
did.
of your turn.
We've fallen several hundred feet before. It's not fun.
That's true.
The bone claw disappears into the shadows. You try to focus on it, and it starts to discorporate, almost like tendrils of pure shadow. You lose track of it, Ridden. It's hidden. But it doesn't stay like that for very long. It does that as a bonus action, and then it just does its shadow jump. Jin and Rin, both of you make Constitution saves.
Yep. Saw that coming. Ooh,
Damn.
it's a bad one.
Rin, you're hit for 41 necrotic damage
Still up.
as it just radiates this shadowy aura. And Jin, maybe he's having a
I'm back. What happened? What do I gotta do?
Constitution save. It uses its shadow jump again.
I would like to use my DM's inspiration.
Alright, you have advantage.
Would we take half if we failed?
No,
mean,
it's no
16.
damage if you succeed.
Oh. Damn. It's only DC 14 too. Shit.
Damn, this dude is bad.
Yeah.
I mean, Ren did a lot of damage. Without him, I don't know how we beat this guy.
Hey there, Jin. I think he's dropping in and out. Should I make it for him?
I would say so.
He's got advantage.
Alright, Jin, I'm gonna make it for you. It's not my fault if you die.
Oh no, you can't count that.
Disclaimer. And Jin is
That
back
doesn't actually kill him,
unconscious.
does it?
It doesn't outright kill him. He's got enough hit
Okay.
points. Barely.
I was about to say, be pretty close.
And then the bone claw teleports
Over here by me.
right over here. Taking Jin with him.
Oh. Damn, he's always got one of y'all with him.
And he's still hidden.
I can't really blast him.
Okay, he's still hidden.
Yeah, you can attack him, but disadvantage.
Okay.
Rin.
Let's see if I can't even get all the way over there. Shit.
The dart.
I don't think the dart is enough for this one.
I think it might be.
Man. I mean, I hate to use another second level spell, but I mean, we're pretty hurt anyway. I'm gonna use one of my newly learned oath oath spells to Misty Step right by him.
Alrighty.
And then I will use my action to go to town with the Mace of Disruption, hopefully. Come on. Ha!
19.
Take that, fiend! Cannot escape me.
He is disrupted. He glows as he turns into a bright white light and then vanishes. Little leaves of red glowing energy float to the ground in his wake.
Awesome.
I will give Jin 5 of the lay on hands. Just oh.
I think he's dropped out, so just pretend he's very badly injured and he thanks you. And he doesn't. Well, you don't even need to pretend.
Yeah, I mean
He's
he's got more hit.
Oh, look, he made the Constitution save.
Did I? Alright.
You did,
Yeah,
but
my internet keeps crashing. Holy shit.
yeah, I made it for you, but you did make it already. So we'll say that you've got whatever hit points you're on before. I think you're on like 30. I think you're quite low, weren't you?
Yeah, I'm at 5 right now according to my sheet.
Yeah, you took like 41
Math
points.
Van, Math Van gave him 7 from the healing word.
You'll be on 12 hit points there, Jin.
12, alright. I stand up. Where am I? What happened?
Well, I don't know what that thing was, but I'm glad it's dead. And I'm gonna give myself
wow.
I'm gonna give myself 19 of the lay on hands. Because I desperately need it. How are you guys doing over there?
Good! Come down here! Safe! Crash yells from the bottom of the ladder.
Again, can't blame him.
I'm so paranoid right now that I'm gonna incite that.
It seems like he's safe. You don't hear any like hesitation or screaming in his voice.
Climb down.
My bang is
Climb
basically choking, and it's just like on automatic mode, like climbing down the stairs. He's not reacting. It's just like just climbing slowly.
You don't even have to worry about climbing down. You're already up on the other side.
There's a ladder here as well.
I'm not thinking straight. Still climbing down.
Man.
Alright, Math Fan, Auric are climbing down.
Climbing down.
Yeah, I'll follow. I'll go down.
Alright,
Are
Rin.
there any
Bones
bones
down.
at the bottom of this pit?
You haven't got to the bottom yet.
Pretty
Okay.
deep.
Several hundred feet. Takes you a
Oh.
little while.
Few minutes.
Alright, while they're climbing down, Tarkin, you move to the north here to see more of this mine shaft. You see some broken tracks here, faded away into the cracked ground. More rough-hewn walls surround you in every direction, and there is an iron brace leading into a small tunnel, small mineshaft tunnel. As you hold your torch, the torch flame glimmers against something just tucked inside here.
Right, I'm going to just hang out and wait for people to make it through, make it up the pit.
The pit, those of you that have climbed down now, it opens up to another mine shaft down the bottom here. You see, you can hear the sound of flowing water. Sounds like a waterfall. And you see a fairly intact mine track winding around, leading up. Let's show you some artwork. Sort of, as you come down, you see some areas like this and mine shaft leading up into a massive expanse down. This is down several hundred feet below.
Did the lantern by chance survive the fall?
Yeah, I'm looking for the land.
I don't think it would. No, it'll be shattered. Took 25 points of bludgeoning damage and is broken.
Okay, let's take it off then. I get to the bottom, I look at the pieces of the lantern. It's like no emotion, visibly showed. Drop
The
them
magical
back.
lantern broke.
Yes.
Yeah.
That could have been me.
It's still an object.
Yeah.
They can easily be destroyed, magic items. Artifacts, on the other hand, are not so easily destroyed.
So even if someone has the mending cantrip, it cannot restore the magic, right?
No. Yeah, the lantern is completely shattered and broken. The glass is shattered into myriad pieces. The lantern is just in many pieces as well. Didn't survive that fall. Alright, so you're waiting here, Tarkin, and yeah. So what do you do while they're climbing down? They've sort of got down to the bottom now.
Yeah, just gonna kind of have a look around this area here.
Alright, you see more of the collapsed tunnel to the east. This is where the voices were whispering from. And more collapsed tunnel to the northeast, where Krask was mining. Where he said the skeletons got him. But you're on the other side of it now, obviously.
So the thing that I can see in here is it. I mean, if I'm closer, can I get a better idea?
Yeah, you take a look, and it doesn't look like this tunnel goes in very far, barely a few feet. It also has suffered from a collapse, but you see poking out, half buried under the collapse, is a skeleton, and the reflected light comes from a scimitar that it holds in its hand. The scimitar is embedded with runes that dazzle and glow in your torchlight.
Nice.
All right. Mathman, are you still here, or are you down in the pit?
Oh no, I'm like in the.
You're the only
pit.
one that's not. In the
Oh,
pit.
so everyone's. I thought you guys were coming up here, but I guess that doesn't. All right. Okay, so all right, Tarkan will gingerly reach in and try to take the scimitar.
All right, so the skeleton only has a loose grip on it, and the bones almost crumble away as you take the scimitar. And examining the blade, undoubtedly it is magical. It feels very, very light in your hand, and it's like a feather.
Wow.
All right. I'm going to just I'll move down this way, and I'm actually gonna just see if I can drop it. In a different campaign. In a different campaign, I was cursed myself with something. So
Once Ren sees that there's a way to go, like down here, I don't know how far the sound would carry, but he'd call back up. Tarkin, maybe you should climb down as well.
Yep. All right. So Tarkan will.
Do you hear the echo? Very, very faintly, like almost a whisper. Alright, you climb down, and you guys arrive at the bottom of a shaft that narrows quite greatly. So narrow that you could sort of reach out and touch the other side of the wall as you get to the bottom. And there is a dark mine shaft leading off to the south as you guys head down.
Ah, Tarkin, where did you find that scimitar? It's very shiny.
Yeah, the scimitar was up on the other side of where the bone creature was. I don't know anything about it, but
Well,
if somebody would like to have a look at it, you're welcome to it.
to be safe, let's just put it in the bag of holding for now, and when we have a moment, I'm sure Mathvan would like to take a look at it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, do you guys want to take a short rest to do that? And get some hit points back?
Well, I'm not sure as to the safety of this area.
I don't need a short rest, so I could stand guard maybe, and for others that do need a short rest. I don't know what benefit that is to everybody.
Identify the item and get hit points back. That's what we will get.
Yeah, so I'm happy to do that if you all want to do that. I don't need one, so I can, or I won't take one, so I'll just stand here, trying to be on the alert for anything coming our way.
Alrighty, you've just only got the tunnel at your back, and you guys just sit here. You can hear the sound of flowing water. It sounds like a waterfall, not too far away from you. And as you guys are resting, you see Krask milling about. He's sort of moved up to what looks like a wooden bridge that spans a underground river. And Krask waves at you all. Hey! Hey! Oh, you're all alive! Good!
Oh, it looks like you need a rest too, Krast. Why don't you join us?
Something funny down here, but safe. No zombie skeleton.
Funny but safe.
Come check it out.
I think,
Oh,
yeah,
I think
we'll
he
do
would-
that. We
he
will
would
do
run
that
at the
after.
first
Come on, what you scared for? And Krask takes this little rock, and it starts to glow as he touches it. Something similar to a light cantrip, but it sort of sparks with lightning, and he sort of throws it to the south. And then he points. Look! Strange thing!
Guys, you still want to do the rest first before we investigate the dungeon?
Krast doesn't go any further than this bridge.
No.
Yeah. I mean, gonna hurt.
This is a 25-foot drop down here off this bridge. It's a wooden bridge that spans the ground. As you look up, you see a circular mine shaft leading up as far as you can see, sort of winding around, and you look over to see some sort of strange glow. There are like a multitude of colors. Here's just some artwork to sort of get an idea of what this place could look like. And you see this strange swirl of color that reminds you of the colors of the astral plane, blocking a couple of paths, and it glows so bright that you can't see beyond. And Crash just points that out anyway while you guys take a short rest. So go ahead and rest up. During the short rest, who would like to identify that scimitar?
Mathvan, do you have an identify spell?
I do, but I don't have the materials for it. I
Okay.
have been trying to get materials now, like, because we cannot buy from the Gijanki.
It's unfortunate.
But anyways, with a short rest, we should be able to identify it without the spell.
Yeah, it's just if it's cursed, we won't figure out. We won't know why. That's the only problem with that. But I'll take a look at it.
Alright, it's very, very light in your hand, and you feel like you can just hold it without it really bearing down any weight on your movements whatsoever. It seems to almost move on its own, like the blade has a mind of its own, and it moves very quickly because it's a scimitar of speed.
Wow.
Requires attunement. It gives you +2 to attack rolls and damage rolls, and in addition, you can also make one attack with it as a bonus action on each of your turns.
That is awesome.
It's
I think it would be best in the hands of our blade singer.
Maybe. No, is it versatile?
It's not versatile.
No, I can't.
What is versatile?
Sorry, I meant finesse. It is finesse.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
yes,
it's
it's north
finesse.
of finesse, yeah.
Yep.
It is.
Alright.
Dexterity weapon.
All right, I tossed Tarkin the dragon sword.
Alright, great.
Well, you're not gonna be able to attune to it this rest because we had to
Yeah.
figure out what it was. But next rest we'll have.
I have Shadow Blade if I really need to attack with something for now.
You hear Olacan's whimpering voice off in the distance, like, I could have used that. But
no doubt.
Yeah, but you can still use it as a regular scimitar, just that you won't get the magic effects, right?
yeah. Alright, the scimitar goes to Jin, the Dragon Slayer goes to Tarkin. Dragon Slayer's short sword, that is Tarkin. Does not require attunement. Okay, you guys rest up here and just listen to the sound of a flowing waterfall as you catch your breath at the bottom of the mine shaft. It seems to go up as far as you can see into the darkness. No light sources whatsoever. And it goes up quite a way. You think it could easily pass one of the walls that you envisioned in your expedition into the Sanguine Badlands. AKA, you think it could easily reach up into the city. You see bones littering the floor here. Hundreds of tiny little charred bones. And there is a large waterfall pouring out of the north wall. The pool here. You just hear the sound of crashing water. And as you look towards this, if you follow the minecart track, it heads into a winding passage that continues to circle up and up and up as two paths seem to be blocked by this astral reflection.
Can I take a look at what this is and see if I can figure it out?
Make a Arcana check.
With guidance.
Okay.
Three.
All right. You've never seen anything quite like this, Math Van, so you try to make your own assessment of it, and the best you can come up with is it could be some sort of anomaly that's happened, like a break in the astral plane that's caused this anomaly. You wouldn't have any idea how it would occur or how to stop it. And it's so bright that you can't see beyond it.
But do I get a sense that it's dangerous if we cross it?
You can't be sure.
Oof.
I'm gonna grab an object, stand back a little bit, like a rock or something like that, and just toss it.
Alright, you toss the rock in and it disappears into the astral reflection, and then you see like a spray of dust like shot back out of it.
Ah,
Well, that's
I
not a
guess.
sign.
perhaps not that way.
Yeah.
even if it just disappeared and like we didn't know what happened to it, I would still suggest not going through, just because we can see a definite way up. So why?
Where's the way up?
Through
Why
here.
take a risk?
So this this mine track, it has a very, very sharp incline here.
Okay, let's go.
All right, you head on up, and there's a little bit of a wooden rampart, and you're a good 100 feet above the ground. It's like you're basically climbing this mine shaft. That's how steep it is. And you see the track sort of go in between an enclosed tunnel. There's a large column of rock that shoots up in the middle of the mine shaft as you continue a very, very steep a climb. You're practically climbing using the rungs like a ladder. You see a wooden bridge wrapping around the central column of rock, and up ahead is a minecart.
Huh.
The track continues to wrap around in a circular motion, going counterclockwise as you ascend.
I'm gonna check the minecart, see if there's interesting inside.
It's filled full of rocks. Make an investigation check, Mathvan.
I'm gonna give myself guidance again. 16.
Alright, you sift through, and there are a lot of non-valuable crystals mixed in with these uncut rocks. It looks like someone has just mined out a heap of rocks and hasn't really sorted them out yet. However, you do find 5 gemstones in total that are of value. There is
Nice.
one.
Very nice.
They're all worth 100 GP.
Any
And
pearl? by
They're
any
all
chance?
uncut. There is a banded agate, lapis lazuli, a diamond, an emerald, and a pearl.
Yes! Awesome. I'm gonna ask the group if I can keep the pearl so I can cast Identify next time.
Go right ahead.
Yep, go right ahead.
Alright, the pearl needs a bit of a cut and polish. But just the power of it can use it. You can use it for Identify.
Alright.
I can hear
So
the
I'm
sound
wondering
of
if I
this.
could take this cart and push it ahead of us on the... If we emptied it out, it would be light enough to be able to kind of push it ahead of us.
Well, it's a very steep push, and if we were to slip, it would just take a lot of us with it down a
Well,
long ways.
I could be in the back. My thought, I'm just thinking that maybe something will come up after us and we could let go of it, and it might be a good...
Oh, like pull it with us rather than push it?
Actually, I was thinking push it, but pull it makes even more sense.
If you want to try. I don't see the harm of it if it's bringing up the rear.
Alright, you inspect the cart, Tarkin, and you'd need to spend a decent amount of time emptying it, maybe 20 minutes or so. There's quite a lot of ore in it.
Yeah, well, let's do it. It's probably a waste of time, but the possibility of riding a minecart is pretty exciting.
Okay. You start emptying it out, and during that time, does anyone want to do anything? About 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
What is this?
It's a waterfall.
Since
Is
This is a
there
great.
anything behind it? An
You
opening?
yeah, it's sort of it's coming through an opening. There's a gushing with very strong current, a gushing of water. The water itself seems strange though. It's got this like silvery color to it and a gleam, an unnatural looking gleam.
Like there's so the water's falling straight down here.
Yes, this is the mouth of a river, filling the waterfall down.
I like to cast that for my 20 minutes and look around.
All right. Jin
And-
uses detect magic.
I'm also looking around for small pieces of wood, maybe some in the tracks that is loose.
Yeah, you can. The actual tracks, they're actually in very good condition. There's not a single loose rail here or a plank.
In that case, anybody has an axe?
No,
I used to, but no
I
more.
don't think so. Oh, by the way, Tarkin, I'll talk to you while you're. I'll help Tarkin try to speed it up.
Right, Kras doesn't sort of wait. He just sort of walks ahead and then like disappears into the darkness as well.
While we're doing this, I'll ask Tarkin. So I've noticed that you have a hard time hitting things at a distance. Would you like a crossbow? We have an extra
Oh, that
one.
would be great. That would be terrific, actually, yes.
I have an extra
Skippy.
light crossbow and 20 crossbow bolts in the bag of holding. So.
I didn't even think to see if we had anything. I was just going to, next chance I had, buy something. Alright, perfect.
So-
I'll take.
Yeah, I have a light crossbow too, and I have 27 crossbow bolt.
All right,
I'm not using any.
you help Tarkin take the ore out, and that halves the amount of time. And Jin, you're doing that ritual while that's happening. And Arik, you want to inspect this waterfall?
Yes, I'm thinking maybe there's something behind the water that's falling down. Perhaps an opening or something.
It's a very rapid and forceful waterfall, river. You'd need some measure of strength to actually climb up into it, fight it off, or risk being driven down to well over 100-foot drop.
That's where Tarkin comes into play. If he would like to check this out.
What, Tarkan? What are you doing with the cart? Are you?
We're going to carry
Emptying
it
it?
behind us. Yeah, emptying it out, and then we're going to take it behind us in case we can drive it somewhere. Or drop it on somebody behind us.
Yeah,
Tarkin-
because right now the direction of the tracks are going down, so if gravity will push it down.
Yeah, I know. Well, things have a tendency to teleport all around us. So. Plus, it could just be fun to get on it and go all the way down to the bottom.
All right, 10 minutes goes
What was,
by, and Tarkin, yeah, I'll give you this minecart token here. You can control it. You push it in front of you.
Awesome. Auric, what was what were you asking me about?
I was just checking out this waterfall to see if there's anything that are falling.
I'm
Alright.
gonna give Tarkin guidance for that.
What am I?
Or whatever
what am I
it's gonna
supposed to do? Am I supposed to jump in it?
I don't know. I haven't worked. I
Didn't get that far with his plan.
I think it might be better just to leave it be.
Does anybody have like a stick or something we could put in there?
Oh, this is a classic 10-foot pole moment.
But if you fail, just so you know, how many feet down will you get? Will you fall?
Several hundred feet.
It's about 125 feet.
Oh, okay. It's still a lot. Are we just wanting to put something in the water?
I can try to cast my mage hand through it. And behind here.
Is there something? Okay, so this is like the top of the waterfall, right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is the top, and this is like
Oh,
water
this is
rushing.
the very top, rushing down.
Yeah.
That's right.
So we would have to go down to the bottom to test my theory. Okay.
Or there might be something up in the northeast corner. Like if somebody wants to tie some rope to me, I could jump over and wade my way through the water and see if maybe there's anything up there.
There's something about this
And if
water
I-
that's not natural.
Yeah, no, and if I slip, at least you guys will have me on the rope. Want to do that?
Got a
Probably
bad feeling
over-
about this.
We're probably overthinking this whole.
I don't have a
waterfall.
rope. I don't know who has a rope.
Bro.
So I don't have any rope.
I've got a rope that I'll lend to the situation against my better judgment.
All right, so
I'm not
somebody,
I'm not gonna have anything else to do with it though.
well, you just hold me in case who's holding on to me in case I slip and start falling.
We could
We're
tie
all
it to the
gonna
rail.
have to.
Tie it off.
Tie it off to this rail.
We're gonna, yeah, tied to the rail. Good.
All right. So then I'm gonna take a flying leap and try
Alright.
to jump up
Are
into the
you
water.
letting go of the minecart?
I'm
It
gonna.
does have
see
a
if
break.
anyone else- Yeah. All right. We'll break the minecart. I actually don't have the token. It was here and now it's gone.
It's there.
It's
Let's see it.
underneath.
Oh, there
there's
it is. I see.
yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So we'll break the minecart and then jump up over the water. Oops. Didn't mean to do
I
that.
gave you guidance. You threw the minecart into the waterfall.
Alrighty, you put the brake on the minecart and it holds it in place. Make an athletics check, Tarkin. You sort of have to do a bit of a leap. There's like a 4-foot gap in between the rail and the waterfall, and you jump in, and you're immediately thrown back, and you are sort of hit against some of the rocks. The rope does prevent you from falling all the way down, but you still are cast against the rocks and slammed, scratching yourself on some of the wood as well, taking 6 points of damage, a mixture of bludgeoning and slashing damage. And as you sort of dangle there, roughly 45 feet below the top of the waterfall, you sort of swing around there, Tarkin, and the waterfall is like almost repeatedly barreling you over and over again. Make a perception check.
Ooh.
You notice something. At
I'll
the exact
be
height
damned.
that you're at, there is a
What?
small alcove behind the waterfall.
See?
That's
And
dumb luck.
Oric
you
was
just
right.
notice it. You don't
So,
think
like-
you would have noticed it if you hadn't have fallen.
You can see it.
So,
There is two
There.
objects in this small alcove. It's a small alcove, barely a few feet deep, and you can try and like swing yourself over though, but it will require an acrobatics check.
All right, I'll do that.
Can I touch Tarkin?
He's like 50 feet below you.
Too late.
All right, 16's enough. You use a bit of momentum, and you get yourself into a bit of a swing there, Tarkin, and you leap in, and you land in this small alcove, and there are two objects. There is a globe of some sort. It's cracked, looks damaged, and there's an old soggy boot.
an old soggy boot that is not completely deteriorated.
The globe looks decent. It's a sphere of glass. It only weighs about a pound. It does have one like sort of crack through it. The boots themselves, they seem it's at first you think it's an old soggy boot, but you find that it's completely in good condition. It doesn't have any holes in the sole or any wear and tear whatsoever. and you believe that this boot is magical.
One dude.
I just got a barrel, guys.
One
Toss
boot.
it, toss it.
One magic boot and one magic globe.
Yeah, grow bean cracked.
Well,
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right,
pull
well,
them up.
I'll grab them and
All
I
right,
will
you
pull
guys
myself back
grab
over
the
to help
rope
with-
and you got to catch. It's Tarkin. You reel him up and he sprawls onto the minecart track.
I'm gonna
Alright.
grab the boot.
I'm just going to. No. I'm gonna just go on one knee and hand it to Auric first.
What, the magic boot? Oh, okay.
Yeah. It looks special, and this was your
Alright.
brainchild. It was
Stick it,
merely
in the
your.
back, stick it in the bag of holding for now. Both of them.
Ren just sighs. Can I get my rope back, please?
Well, we can.
Can-
I can do this. I can grab one of the two because I cannot do both. I would say the boot and ritual cast identify for 10 minutes.
All right. You guys want to just wait for that item to be identified?
Yeah, let's check it out.
We're no
Check
rush.
out both.
All right. You're doing the boot, you said, right? Or you want to do both?
Yes.
Alright.
Can I?
The-
It says one object.
Oh, you could do two in a row, like one
Sure,
and then
if we
another.
have-
All right,
Yeah.
the globe, it definitely needs some sort of repair. It's a single crack that has in it, and you don't think it has any of its magic properties while it's in this condition.
All right. Well, I cannot repair it.
The boot, it is indeed magical. It is one of a set of improved boots of striding and springing. Now, boots of striding
Those are
and
cool.
springing, they give you a 30 feet walking speed unless your walking speed is higher, and it doesn't reduce your walking speed if you're encumbered by wearing heavy armor. So if you're not proficient with heavy armor, it basically lets you wear the heavy armor at no penalty. And it gives you a jump distance of 3 times your normal distance. These improved boots, however, they increase your movement speed to 40. But you've only got one.
Well,
You need 2 boots.
Gotta have to, yeah.
keep your eyes peeled for another boot.
Probably flushed away at the bottom of the ocean. We should check it when we get down there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, we're going up.
Thought we're going down.
We've been going up this whole time.
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
going
we've
up.
been going up. Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Well, he's casting Identify. I'm recasting my Detect Magic.
Okay. Yeah, your detect magic goes off, and both of those. Sorry, the globe doesn't seem to really bear any magic. You sense a faint magical aura coming from it, like it definitely needs to be repaired. The boots, though, that single boot has a good aura coming off it of magic, and you see these tiny little torch sconces with the tiniest little glowing light. There's practically nothing. They have the faintest aura of illusion magic coming off of them. You also notice a room here with a couple of barrels and a couple of crates.
Ooh. Gonna check it out.
Yeah.
Alrighty. You take a look at the crates, and they're labeled Space Hamster Hawks. Inside is what you believe are Space Hamster Hawks. There are rotten chunks of meat.
Especially it's like a ham hock, but
What's in the barrels?
Hamster hawk.
The
What the
barrels have an oil in them. You think it's like a lantern oil.
Oh, look, I just dropped mine.
or an oil for like keeping these tracks in a good condition. Up ahead You see the track wind around some more. And Rin. This is a climb here, Jin. You can't move there. It's a shelf of rock 20 feet above. Rin and Jin. Yeah, you can try and climb it. Make a dexterity save.
Me?
Yeah, both of you, Rin and Jin. And you hear Crass's voice yell out, "Watch out!" And that gives you advantage on your dex save. You see Crass has already set up some sort of trap here. He's standing on top of the shelf of rock with a large boulder attached by a rope. And it just comes swinging down. Narrowly misses both of you, almost knocking you off into the ground. And the rock just swings like a pendulum and slams into this column of rock here.
What?
Now, why in the world would you set that up already, Krask?
Ah! Surprise!
Not funny, Cross.
Don't do that again.
Shh!
Dong!
I do it because up ahead, ghost men. Me sneak and me check already.
Which direction?
Up ahead, this way. He points down
Same
there.
ghost men that talked to us before.
Not same one. This one glowy with red glowy heart.
Uh-oh.
That's
Okay.
not good.
Well, in case I need it, I'm gonna be casting guidance on myself. How long does that last again?
A minute. You guys think you know what he's describing.
Yeah,
Put two and two together.
Sword Wraith.
Sword Wraith warriors. And you remember Hasa summoned a heap of those ones. And from what you've heard, the ones he summoned didn't have any respect for him as a commander and turned against him. You can't remember how many he summoned. May have been 4, it may have been 6, may have been 5.
Summon them, he did. Alright, well,
Want me to go in the front?
that's up to you.
Wait! Stand up! Back! Move!
Alright.
Krask then, you two move! Dragon Man! Yeah, just pushes something off the cliff and it just lands on the ground. It's this huge wooden spike machine. You've got no idea how he made it. And then Krask jumps down behind it.
That was very quick, Krask. That's impressive.
Yeah, well, have to make the best of situation. Use what I can. Okay, we use this one.
I want to be. If Rin ever dies for real and is forever gone, I want to be a kobold.
So you just see like this wooden contraption with 4 large spikes sticking on it, and he's actually got some little wheels on it so it fits on the minecart track. You like push it forward and stab things.
I'm not very strong, so somebody else push that.
Target.
I mean, I feel like I could push it.
No need to be strong. On wheels. Me use oil.
Right.
We'll let him push it then.
Okay.
After you, Krask.
Alright, he just starts running with it. Ah! He charges forward. And as he charges forward, you see these ghostly warriors blocking the passage as the minecart track winds up further. They stand there with these red glowing hearts and spectral longswords, spectral shields in their hands. And they point a finger at you all. Some of them carry bows. And we'll end today's session here.
Yep.
All
Could I
right.
have an extra boot, would you?
Krask yells, "Ah!" and slides this across. None of them look like they have any spare boots, but you don't know. Maybe they got some hiding.
One of them wearing one boot.
The one boot to rule them all. All right. That was awesome.
All right, guys.
It's a good session.
All right.
Yeah.
We survive, and we still have like a lot of HP. Wow.
Yeah. I know. That's weird. That is very weird.
We only had to do death saves a few times this session. Not used to that.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you all very much, and I'll see you next week. Take care.
Right, see you.
Alright.
Bye.
See
Yeah.
ya.
Uh,